Welcome to Natural 6. What happened?
Wow.
Did I make you jump?
No.
It's okay, we're only 34 episodes into our adventures in the world of Reliquiate.
I don't know what happened, right? The way you held the room there, and it went, I fully thought everyone was going to do some sort of like, wait!
That's so good.
So I just went,
That's so
We've
exciting,
discovered
but
that
we
my
didn't.
charisma score is so high, I have some kind of gravitational pull, and I will bring others into my noise. Thank you so much for joining us. We're like this is episode 34 of our adventure in the world of Reliquiate. We're very excited about that because I think episode 33, although I'm sure people will tell us.
Expedition 33.
Expedition 33, did we pass over the 100-hour mark? It seems likely to me that we maybe
Oh,
did. If
yeah.
not, we'll probably do it this episode.
Yeah, 100%.
But thank you very much for being here.
That makes us experts, right? All of us?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. How much better are we going to be when we hit our 1,000 hours? You know when there's that book, isn't there, written about
10,000.
Oh, is it 10,000 hours?
Yeah, but we spent a lot of time off this.
Off content.
Off content.
Yeah.
We've also we've played through every session of the entire campaign, and we're now just desperately trying to remember what we did in all the practice sessions. Like you know how the whole thing finishes.
We wanna know.
We've done 400 practice sessions in real time.
reactions ever. No.
Yeah, not once. The whole Nox thing, you were really insistent that it played out exactly like that.
Very specific, very specific.
Curated, I believe is what they called it.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Do it again, Harry.
Like the Museum of Modern Art. Let's say hi to our heroes.
Hello, I'm Aoife Wilson, and I play Dolly de Winter, the Tiefling Bard.
Hello, I'm Alex Jordan, and I play the Kobold Rogue.
Hello, I'm Doug Cockle, and I play Kelmis, the Dragonborn Druid.
Hi, I'm Hollie, and I play the human fighter Elwyn Grenweird.
Hello, I'm Ben Starr, and I play Radiant Thornbear, the Wood Elf Wizard.
Wow, that was clean
It was really clean. Clean as a whistle, sharp as a thistle. And I'm Harry McEntire. My eyes are as to the stars in the sky. Shall we play some Dungeons and Dragons? Yeah! Last time. Oh, I tell you what. Let's see how many words. Let's see how many words you can get correct. Last time. You
found
began. Fuck off.
Fuck.
Last time, you began in the aftermath of the battle with Nox, the newly dead, and
Right, no.
who was with you? Who was with you?
Who's with you? This is crazy. This is
Oh my god,
This is insane.
Oh my god.
This is insane. There was
The
a
newly dead and
Celandine.
Celandine stood over the fungal, spore-ridden corpse of a one-time would-be god. I like that. That's the most complicated sentence I've ever written.
Yeah.
You're like, I'll roll with you. Dolly, despite not wanting...
I'm not paid enough.
Wait.
You're not paid at all.
This is crazy. We're talking it's like this time. What's it? Go on, keep going.
No, don't.
Dolly, despite not wanting to touch him, used her Mantle of Whispers ability to know Nox's thoughts, seeing Nox emaciated and broken, discovering caves full of the whole thrust of somnium and extraordinary mineral wealth. She then saw the glome arriving in Haven and Nox leading them into the caves before finally witnessing a memory in which somnium-addicted children of the Midnight Moon were led towards the caves. As you tried to figure out a course of action, the children of the Midnight Moon had begun to approach, hearing that an end had come to the battle that had raged that night. Dolly used the Ring of the Orator that she found in the Tower of Alakash at the peak of Mount Atria all those days ago and addressed the crowd. She spoke to them of the power of faith and the ability of those with evil in their hearts to weaponize that faith. She warned of an approaching darkness and encouraged the former followers of Vigil to act with love and to prepare themselves. The children heard her words, approaching her to receive blessings. Celandine moved to support Dolly, removing her skull mask, revealing her true yellow-coloured skin, and telling the children of the fall of Vigil. In his absence, she assumed command of Haven, promising to protect its people. You done?
No.
As the crowd dispersed, you were once again left alone with Nox's body. With Dolly's permission, I, the character not me, Radian and Kelnis, set alight to the mushrooms. Damn! Set alight to the mushroom-consumed cadaver. And as his body burned,
What?
so did the mushrooms that surrounded the treehouse. A ring of blazing fire in the stillness of the summer night. Like a poetry slam, but you don't want to disrupt it. That would be nice. Anytime I do something descriptive in a recap that people like, can we institute clicking?
Or this.
That's really lovely. I use.
Sounds
No.
a little too. Yeah.
Don't, Doug. Don't, Doug. It's awful that we're so in sync.
It sounds like...
Not on con.
Is that on the flop?
That's on the flop.
Up in the treehouse, you reconvened. Celandine talking. Sorry.
Please tell me I didn't wake up from that nap.
Up in the treehouse, you
People
reconvened.
enjoying this?
I think they're having a tremendous
not.
time.
I'm not.
Celandine taking eye to view Parvis's body in his cell where she had placed him for safekeeping. Also, this is like the most emotional recap
serious.
we've ever had.
I know. This is all good stuff, man.
It is, thank you. I went through a kobold greeting ritual and encouraged Celandine and Radian, who had come with him for support, to do the same. Meanwhile, oh no, the recap music has looped. Meanwhile, Kelnis met with Elowyn and Dolly, bringing with him a barely acceptable house wine. Radian joined with more cheap plonk before I appeared, along with Celandine bearing Parvis's body. The antiqua was placed before you all, and after a moment of reconciliation and understanding between Elowyn and I, the kobold encouraged you to join him in a time of quiet reflection. Radian thought of the flames that still burned around you, and of how many times he has been close to death. Elowyn remembered Mina, master of arms of House Grenweird, whose frozen body she had found in the snow once Mouse had been saved. Not just me. Kelnis thought of all that you've experienced since you began this journey, and the pain that I must feel, character not me, at the loss of Parvis. I was imagining what might have been should Parvis had lived long enough to see themselves again. Dolly thought of freedom, realizing that despite the death of Nox, she still felt as though there was a chain around her neck. That's hot. Led by I, you returned to the cell where Parvis had been held and adorned the walls with colourful renderings of your memories shared with him. This done, you found some better wine and talked of Erastus the Deck and how to help the people of Haven. Kel had a plan, but it was decided the details could wait till the morning. Radian went on a treasure hunt before turning in for the night, finding a remarkable glass staff. The next day, you woke, rested and imbued with new power. I was able to turn invisible. Elowyn spoke privately with Radian and gained a new ability, with the wizard also gifting the daughter of House Grenweird some new information. Kelnis then headed with Elowyn to find Celandine, who pointed him in the direction of Marielle, a woman Kelnis remembered from when he first entered Haven. She was an apothecary who could aid Kelnis with his plans to cast plant growth in order to create more of the somnium antidote, Hortensia. The two of them went to create tinctures to help the current addicts wean themselves off the mushroom. Meanwhile, Elowyn was cured of the blight by Celandine, who later did the same for Radian.
Thanks.
Dolly had spent the day apart from the rest of you, taking stock of all that had happened to her in the past few days. She and Radian spoke of Erastus and the danger he had placed his friend in with his ruse. Trust had always been hard for the tiefling, and it proved to be so still. They then met with I, and Dolly told the story of Parvis's death. You reconvened and witnessed Celandine addressing the children of the Midnight Moon. She told them that they would be moving on from their reliance on somnium. The new leader of Haven then revealed to the newly dead that Nox and the Glome had used the mushroom to poison the water supply in Lode, breaking the resistance of the guard there. The next target was Barun. Celandine promised to send a messenger to Derwen or Rioder Grenweird. This messenger would bear a letter from Elowyn and the ring Radian wore, which recognized him as one of the favoured of the High Advocate. That done, you prepared to head towards the caves in the autumn forest. Parvis's body to be transported in the bag of holding. You headed out into the green, with the gates of Haven closing behind you. And that's where we are now. It is morning. It is bright. It is summer. You've now left behind, it's strong to call them your friends, but those people of Haven that now have a chance, you hope, at something different after the death of Nox. Celandine was stood on the gatehouse, her yellow skin one of the last things visible as the rest of it fades into the green and into the distance and into the past. And the path before you is sun-dappled and bright. Roll me a perception check,
17.
17. It's a long time since you were on the trail left for kobolds, with the arrows and the images of home and the directions to take you where it is you're heading. And it takes, again, a little while for that path to be found. You can assume that the original way would not have led you into Haven, and so as you're walking through the forest over the course of this first hour, you're paying particular vigilant attention to look for these signs. And eventually there's one that you see, like, bold and unmistakable. It's carved into the broad trunk of an oak tree.
I walks up to it, and there's like a branch, like a small sort of forming branch, low down, and Yu's already perched on it, because I think I has been using Yu to just sort of sweep through the trees and sort of see what I can sense. And I want to walk up. From where I stand, can I see any others ahead?
Yeah, roll me another perception.
17 again.
17. Yeah, you can make out the next one further down the trail, a smooth, a sort of little rock formation, smooth rocks, and there is one emblazoned on this rock. Again, none of the rest of you can see what he's looking at.
So you silently takes off, flies towards the next one, and sort of lands on top of the rock. I kind of, in a sort of a sense of communing with something or just wanting to feel a connection to this, just sort of places his hand and closes his eyes, places his hand on the symbol, just sort of almost focuses on beyond, underneath the symbol, like maybe it feels like, I guess, like the symbol's connection to the tree itself.
To the tree itself, rather than to the power that makes the symbol.
I think it's the sort of the feeling of the connection between the two things.
You can roll me religion or nature.
Okay. It's I don't have. It's a 4.
It's a 4. You place your hand on this symbol, and for a moment, it has that. The air around you is already warm. It's mid-morning in summer. It's fresh. The humidity of the day has not yet set in. There's a very gentle breeze. And when you put your hand on this symbol, there's a moment where it's like sitting on that perfect edge of a hearth fire in the hearth cave where you grew up. And there's this heat. And then, as you go to lean into that heat and explore what it means, you remember Parvis in the bag of holding. And your hand feels cold. And that's all you get.
I take my hand away and continue the path towards where you is on the next.
Radiant says to Elowen, how do you think he's doing?
I think as long as he can keep moving, he'll be okay.
Yeah, but he hasn't done this alone before.
He's been alone a long time before he met us.
I don't know.
I'd say whatever happens when we find himself will determine how well I does.
But you've seen him. He gets very emotional. Dangerous. He acts out.
Are we talking about you or I?
Every single one of us can be tempestuous in our nature. We all have it in us. But right now, none of us are dealing with our God. None of us are about to meet our God. None of us have just watched. None of us have seen the body of the Antiqua that means so much to us.
Look, I is as complicated as he is simple. The reality is, for someone like I, it's all about finding his tribe, who he is, where he's from. He just needs to find himself, and I genuinely think, depending on what they say, will be the conclusion that I is looking for. God, I hope it's a happy one.
Yeah. I don't think he's going to find what he's looking for.
No, I don't think he's going to like what he finds. I don't think any of us are going to like what he finds, because I can't imagine that God is going to want to see any of us.
What about us? Do you think we're going to get the answers we want?
I don't even know what questions I'm asking. Not anymore.
What's beyond the Alanites? That'd be nice to know.
How'd you go beyond the Alanites? That'd be better to know.
Maybe you can't even remember. We've got to hope there's something.
Well, as far as I'm aware, there's one God and two people as old as time that have some answers.
What if he wants to stay? What if when he meets himself, I decides that's where he wants to be and he leaves us?
I know what it's like to leave your family, then want to go back to your family. I could have stayed, and I didn't. We're his tribe too. He'll know when he gets there. He knows if he gets to see them, and if he wants to stay. If that's what makes him happy, then that's what we let him do. There's not an awful lot of happiness to be found at the moment.
I know it sounds quite hypocritical coming from me, but I don't really want him to leave.
No, I like our little group. We're a bit of a mess, aren't we?
Yeah.
Hopefully we're the tribe he wants.
Yeah.
Just gotta be his decision. Let's hope we find the caves, though.
Yeah.
'Cause I don't know where he's going. This walk has been going on forever. That stupid owl.
Dolly, roll me a d4.
3.
As you're walking through the forest, something catches your attention. And it's, at first it looks almost like a weeping willow tree. You know, the way those branches hang, but there seemed to be something. Then you go, is it strips of cloth? Is something hung in the trees? And you realize it's braids. White hair, braided, the color of yours. Little golden threads, much like the gold that adorns your horns, being hung in the branches of trees.
The sooner we get out of this forest, the better.
Yeah, between the stone circles, the tiny dolls, and the weird trees. summer's been weird.
Yeah. I hope the people of Haven are ready for whatever comes next for them.
We left giving them the best chance they're gonna have. It's up to them what they want to do.
Can any of us ever truly be ready?
No.
You can be prepared.
Aye, but how do you prepare for the unknown?
Just cover as many eventualities as possible and hope one of those is the thing you're gonna face.
Is that how you see things? You can't prepare for everything.
No, but I'll have a go. Because we don't have an awful lot of choices, and some of the things that have come our way already, well, I didn't have, becoming a god killer on my cards.
I didn't have becoming a god.
Fair.
Do you ever find it strange that all of us were brought together?
Why?
It just seems that the more that we dig in, I've been part of a few of these chapters, and most of us are filled with very unremarkable people.
The web is mostly filled with unremarkable people.
Unremarkable people who've, bottom of the barrel, thieves, reprobates. But we're different.
Well, some of us didn't choose it. Some of us had no other course of action.
We didn't choose to become a chapter. We were assigned it. Just like every other one I've been in.
Yeah. The web moves in mysterious ways.
Mysterious to us, but I'll wager there was pretty good reason for it.
I can't help but think there's more to this.
Yeah.
Look. A golden dragonborn. A god. Maybe one of the last kobolds in existence. We're special.
Are we? Or are we just really unlucky?
Yeah, that one.
I don't feel special. I feel hungry.
Okay.
Maybe that's why you're in the web.
What do you
Because
mean?
you're special.
Yeah. How can I be special when I don't really know where I come from?
You might not know. I'd wager the web knows a lot more about you than you realise. And that magical deck of cards.
Maybe that's what they want.
I wouldn't,
We've seen what it can do.
I
They
wouldn't say.
didn't know about it.
What do you mean?
I mean, they didn't know about it until I told them.
What did you say to them?
That you had it.
When did you tell them?
When we met with the Spider Prince.
This is old ground.
I mean, does it matter if they know?
No, not anymore.
They can't take it from you. You can't even get rid of it anyway.
It might matter that you know that they know. So,
I still don't blame you for telling them. I would have done the same thing.
Well, I'd still wager there's something special about you. The spinner wouldn't have turned up to reverse petrification on just anyone, really. You look at all the people they left there.
Don't remind me of that.
It was one of your better days, but that place was littered with people that the web had sent there and never came back for.
Unremarkable people.
But they didn't leave you there, which makes you remarkable.
And we all left there alive, making all of us remarkable people.
A bunch of remarkable people that got sent to Atria.
Yeah.
An unremarkable chapter that ended up in the middle of something you couldn't prepare for.
Pretty cool.
The web doesn't do anything accidentally.
No, it doesn't. Everything is calculated. We might have made their plans a little bit more complicated than what they were originally thinking.
Hopefully.
Hopefully we'll make it a hell of a lot more than complicated.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm so hungry as well, Kel.
Oh, Jesus.
That porridge at Haven wasn't enough.
Well, if you spot anything on the way, quite into snacking.
Snacking? Mm-hmm. I like snacking.
It's a summer forest. Stuff everywhere.
Sure, it'd put more things in your mouth, because that's never gone badly before. Sure, just start grabbing berries, really, and I'm sure it'll be fine.
I'm searching for berries.
Great, roll me a, you can roll me survival, I think, for this.
You know, if you get blighted again, I'm not asking for help.
I'm also going to search for berries.
Oh, no.
You can also roll survival, or you can give Kel
You
the
can roll a
help.
death saving throw, Radiant.
Got a 16.
17.
17. You both find some berries. What you find is a like a kind of clutch of wild strawberries, Kel, that, thanks to the dryness of the earth here, haven't festered or molded as they're on the plant, and they're surprisingly large for wild strawberries, and they look surprisingly sweet to your eye.
Radiant. Look what I found. Some surprisingly large and possibly surprisingly sweet berries.
Wow.
That's incredible. Don't worry, I found these.
Blueberries. A really vibrant blueberry bush.
Wow. We can make
With
berry salad.
Rich, plump nuggets of blue goodies. I'm using Radiant's vernacular.
Does anyone want my plump nuggets of plump goodies?
Of blue goodies.
Blue
Absolutely
goodies.
not.
Strawberries it is. You keep your plump nuggets to yourself, young man.
Maybe you should have called them nuggies.
Oh no.
Won't someone nibble on my nuggies?
So the strawberries.
Can I roll just to see how tasty these nuggies are?
Yeah, you can roll. You
Taste.
can roll. Well,
More in the tower.
what can you roll? I mean, I think you've rolled high enough to find the plump nuggies of blue goodies.
We're gonna have to roll for picking them now?
No, sweetheart, I'm not that kind of DM.
I would like to roll.
You can roll a luck check to see how good they are. Bear in mind that unless it's a nat one, they're going to be pretty good.
It's a nat one.
Tower!
It's a nat one.
I heard you say that.
Take away.
It's a nat one.
My
lord! My nuggies!
Lord, my
So obviously I'm the only one eating the
My
nuggies.
daughter, my ducket.
my daughter, my ducket.
I'm the only one eating the nuggies. So I'm
Roll me a performance check.
Oh god.
okay, it's a 16.
Okay. Can everyone roll insight, please?
I'm not. I'm up ahead.
You're like, I don't
want
want
to roll
do
for
this. 18.
18?
19.
19? 12. Dolly is completely. What performance are you trying to offer when you have the nuggies?
They're in my mouth and they are disgusting. Like I want
vibe.
I want to be sick. It's
I'm going to say you realise there is a small creature that's burrowed into the nuggie in your mouth as you start to.
like a little centipedal.
Yeah.
And the worst is you've eaten and you can only find half.
Yeah.
Which means
You're
you
like,
know
oh, the other half is somewhere.
But I'm committed to eating it.
Yeah.
So I'm chewing down on the thing. And I'm like, but I'm trying to cover it, and so I'm turning the into like a.
Dolly, I'm going to say totally buys it. Kel and Elwyn are wise to what's happening.
These are good nuggets. My God. These are incredible.
I don't think I've ever introduced a swearing expression, which is by the 9 is the equivalent of "oh my God" in here. So.
Oh, no. These nuggets are good. Wow. You sure don't?
They're not ripe, are they, Radiant?
What? They look good.
You have one.
Sure, okay.
Go on, Dolly.
Can I intercept?
You can.
Can I use a
I'll tell you what,
reaction to
can we use?
intercept?
Let's roll. Why don't you and Dolly both roll acrobatics? See who gets there first.
On acrobatics, that is a 25.
Nice.
Swift as the wind, you are in there, removing the proffered nugget.
What's wrong?
Oh, I should love the nuggets.
They're not ripe, Dolly.
No, there's something in them.
Ugh. What is wrong with you?
Radiant barely opens his mouth, and something pokes its
Oh
head
my
through
God!
his...
Radiant, what is wrong with you?
Just spit them out. Just spit it out.
Ugh.
I just kind of like.
Palm it up.
Why are you so gross?
I'm not gross.
That was
pretty
gross.
I know it was gross. I just got embarrassed. I just wanted to look like I was helpful, and then everyone was so
So
impressed.
you wanted me to eat the...
Everyone was so impressed by the size of his fantastic-looking strawberries.
And they are fantastic-looking
And
strawberries.
these were also fantastic-looking blueberries, but unfortunately, it turns out they were disgusting blueberries.
Sounds about right for you.
Strawberry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The strawberries are fantastic. Like the kind, you get a little bit of the kind of raspberry sharpness, so they're not kind of cloying. They're like, they're really wonderful, and they feel kind of nourishing and refreshing, full of
Meaty, like,
Yeah.
you know, like
Yeah,
only
meaty.
strawberries can be like
yeah,
that.
meaty and substantial, but also kind of refreshing in the developing heat of the day as you approach noon.
Kel,
What?
offer one to I.
Strawberry.
Meaty. Has you got any blueberries?
You don't want the blueberries, eh? They look kind of gross.
Radiant. Yeah, no blueberries.
You don't want the blueberries.
Yeah,
All he wants is blueberries.
Contrary little fucker that you.
Oh, he's hyperfixating.
Okay.
Eat the
And
strawberry.
I eat the most magnificent strawberry, now just sad that he doesn't have a blueberry.
We'll get
The opposite
you
of a
blueberries.
palate cleanser.
Yeah.
We'll find you blueberries later, just not those ones.
Are you old now?
I's not holding anyone up.
How are you doing?
We is on the track.
That's not what I asked.
Is it not?
Are you okay?
Yes.
Kel wants him on the back and says,
Let's walk.
I was walking. You stops me from walking. You all stops me from walking to gives me berries, and then you doesn't gives me a blueberry. You just gives me a strawberry, and I what's is happening?
Nothing, buddy. Just checking in.
Does we walk?
Yes. Yes.
We
let's
walks.
keep walking.
So you continue to walk and you continue to follow the trail that you, the owl, not the pronoun, is picking out. I'm going to say you is connected to you, I. And so I'll say for the purposes of this, although I don't want this to necessarily become a canonical thing that can happen later, it is also capable of reading the
Room.
kind of reading the room. Sort of for this.
I guess it's more of a sense thing. It's
follow
like
the trail.
It's it's a connection to whatever.
Yeah. Well, you doesn't literally exist.
Yeah.
You is a manifestation
Yeah.
of you, I.
Yeah.
So
By the 9.
yeah, I don't know. The other one that I wrote before we did session 0 is "May you be forever under Lathy's feet."
So you've never said that one, but you've said by the 9.
Said by the 9.
I don't know. May you forever be under Lathy's feet.
Yeah. It's like
Saying that a lot.
go to hell, you piece of shit, because you'd be stomped by the you'd be stomped by the walking forest.
That's fun.
Any others?
I have a whole section which is swearing
Expletives?
expressions.
These are great.
Swearing and oh fuck you would be summit the Alanites, like because you just die going up.
Summit, yeah.
And the other one is by the crater or by the crater of the 9. So by the 9, by the crater of the 9, summit the Alanites, and may you be forever under Lathy's feet. There you go. That should have been behind the DM screen.
I was already
Still
taught
can.
fuck.
yeah,
I was taught fuck. So.
Yeah, which I have said
I
actually.
personally like the when in Baroon.
Eat the street meat. Eat the brown meat. Eat the grey meat.
Grey
When in
meat.
Baroon, eat the grey meat.
Like when in Rome, but when in Baroon.
Yeah, but what would that be? What would the equivalent be? When in Baroon.
When in Rome.
When in Rome.
Yeah, I know, but do as the Romans do.
Do the Baron.
What do the Romans do in Rome?
What don't they do in Rome, baby? It's a free
Is it like a sex thing?
No.
No.
When
Not
in Rome.
everything is
Oh
a
my
sex
God,
thing.
Ben.
Everything's got to be a sex thing.
I don't know, because
It means
what's
like
the
just
point?
do the thing
Do
the
the norm.
locals do.
It's yeah.
The norm.
Oh, when in Rome, do what Roman
Do as the
people
Romans
Yeah.
do. Yeah. So
Yeah.
like
Right.
follow the cue of Rome when you're in Rome.
Don't try and have like
Don't be a salmon swimming upstream.
Exactly.
You
Yeah.
fucking weirdo. Just
Yeah.
have normal
Bye.
sex.
adapt to the
Don't be
shit.
don't be a
Normal
goth
lad.
at a country music festival.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That sounds fun, though.
That does sound a lot.
I'm
of
sorry,
fun.
that sounds great.
You can be a goth at a country music festival, I'm just saying. You
These
can be a goth
days,
whenever
they're
you want to be.
since Beyonce opened up the space, they're lovely places. Country music.
They really are.
I think you meant goths. Beyonce's done wonders for the goth community.
Well, she could, and she'd look great doing it.
She would.
I'll tell you what, Goth Beyonce actually is a speed I'd like to see her operate in.
Gothionce.
Goth Beyonce.
Yeah, I suppose it
like
could
kind of
be
Evanescence.
Last time.
Like Beyonce. Right. So you continue through the forest for a couple of hours, sun reaching its high point and then starting very, very gently to dip as you go beyond midday and into the early afternoon. And then you reach the edge of the forest. And before you, the path winds downhill and through a wildflower meadow and heading for a dry stone bridge that arcs over a wide and fast-flowing river. Through the clear water, you can already make out the dark stones of the riverbed. Swift shoals of fish are visible even as the river foams and sprays around those few larger rocks that protrude above its surface. The trees of the sister summer forest thin along either side of the path until they disappear altogether. The bright blooms of the wildflowers stop a few yards short of the riverbank, its stones mossy and covered with slick spray. Across the bridge is the mother forest, home of perpetual autumn, the trunks of its trees narrow and silver, boughs laden with ripe fruit, the forest floor beyond carpeted in fallen burnished leaves. And you begin to cross this bridge. And halfway across it, you feel this change. This breeze that picks up and runs swift and cool across your face, a glow of golden light less warming than the bright sunshine of the sister forest. As you reach the far bank, the wind carries with it a swirl of burnt oranges and reds and browns that twist and dance and finally tumble to the forest floor. And after the moss and the vivid flowers of summer, your steps feel heavy as your feet sinks into softer ground, mud sitting beneath this tapestry of fallen leaves. And apples and stone fruits are plentiful on the branches here. There are a few lazy wasps that buzz among the windfalls. And in the shade of the canopy, it feels like walking into the deepest stone cellars of a great house. And Eloin, for a moment, you recall the still air in the tunnel beneath House Grenweird. And the moment before a door was opened and your mother stood before you, Dutty's lead in one hand, a Grenweird dagger gripped tight in the other, and the five of you reflexively wrap your cloaks a little tighter around you as the path leads you deeper into autumn.
I think the season just changed.
Yeah. I've never been one for the colder months.
I love the autumn.
Me too.
This is where I feel most comfortable as well. Because autumn and leaves falling means you can cover traps. It's being able to hide. It's being able to blend in. It's all those things, and it's also, as a cold-blooded creature, the snow and cold can be problematic, but autumn is the perfect balance between the two.
Yeah, I mean, your scales are you notice as I starts to kind of move with his typical swiftness and subtlety through this new space, that even on these kind of dry leaves, his feet barely make a sort of crack or a rustle. Everything is sort of effortless. It's almost like he's gliding across it. And in those brief moments, whereas he often does, he sort of just crouch down near a path and listen to the kind of darkness of his cloak and the red of his scales and his hue sort of blends briefly with the leaves, and then kind of as he moves again, his form kind of comes more into relief. You sense that kind of feeling of him being in his element here.
Every now and then you just hear a, "This way."
Grabbing apples off trees as I walk past.
Yeah.
Collecting them for
You getting cookers or eaters?
Bit of a mixture.
Okay. So there's these big kind of big sort of proper bulbous kind of almost dull-skinned green and red apples, and then you find some really beautiful ones. I can't remember what they're called. They're called rosé apples. Those ones that are pink in the center, and they're kind of sharp. And as you kind of crack one open, you see these sort of layers, almost like the rings of a tree within it. These kind of ripples of pale white and dusky pink.
Would you think I would know the difference between the cookers and the eaters?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
100%, without a doubt.
I would like to pick a cooker, pick it up, and seeing Kelnis picking these as well. And then she says, "Radian." Throws it over.
Can I intercept?
Roll me in acrobatics against Radiant's acrobatics.
Ooh. Oh, you're lucky it's a 9.
Bounces off Radiant's head.
I would be a 10.
A 10!
You're the same as me.
They both reach out for this apple, and Radiant gets there just before Elowen does.
You know what? Fine, carry on.
I'm sorry, did you want the apple?
No.
No, just because you made a really elaborate attempt to intercept the apple. You can have it.
You know what? I was trying to save you from yourself
Hello,
again.
You can have the apple if you want to.
No, you
I
have
get
it. No, you
Yeah,
have it.
you're
No.
hungry, It's fine.
Just thinking about you.
Roll me nature, Radiant.
13.
You are aware this is not a good eater.
Thank you.
You bite into it, and it has that astringent thing of immediately sucking all the moisture out your mouth.
This is so delicious, thank you.
Roll performance.
It's a 9.
Roll insight, eye.
It is a 13.
13.
Actually, no, it's a 16.
A 16.
Yeah.
Oh, reliable.
I
sound.
mean, yeah.
You get the. Oh my god! You get the.
Throw that on the floor.
He rolled it on the floor really quite gently by mistake. You get you get what's going on here as Radian, elfily, which is manfully, elfily tries to munch his way through another dreadful fruit.
The notes.
It's good, yes.
Oh, it's
You know what? Don't say I didn't try. Don't say I didn't try and help you. No, I don't.
Really good. You really wanted it.
Nope, there was a reason I was trying to stop you having it.
some.
No, I'm fine.
Okay. Well,
It's soft in the mouth, yes.
it is so soft. So soft.
I have to say, Radiant, your palate is unbelievable.
You can spit this out as well.
Okay. Well, why would I want it this good?
Nope, not doing it. Fine.
Stop putting
Have it.
everything in your mouth all the time.
It was a gift from a friend.
Dolly's still correct. You still don't have to put everything in your mouth.
And then comes over with an actual apple and takes the cooking one and puts the actual one in and says, "Yo is a good friend."
Wait. I'll take the apple, take my dagger, cut a wedge out of it. Yeah.
Thank you. I'm really hungry and I've eaten. This is the first thing I've eaten all day. Thank you.
Spit the other bit out.
You ate half that blueberry and half of whatever animal was in that blueberry.
I'm beginning to think I don't have good luck with food.
I'm beginning you haven't got good luck.
Sensing that you might be about to spit it out, Yu sweeps down onto your shoulder and just opens his mouth like
a baby bird.
Yeah.
This is so messed up.
In solidarity.
It's not real.
In solidarity.
It's not real.
Like a mother bird.
Oh my god.
It's not real.
Thinking Mrs. What? I open it up into Yu's mouth.
As you do it, and it kind of, would we say it just goes through?
Like a skeleton drinking a pint.
You know, through you. I literally just puts his hand on Radiant and goes, "Bit weird," and carries on walking.
I honestly didn't
Why
know.
do we keep bringing you back? Honestly,
You know what? No, actually, it's right. We're not special, are we? Look at us.
I don't know how it works. I just thought maybe it might work. Maybe the bird was hungry.
I turns around, and as he walks away, I think, because you've come over, you've been talking, I think in this moment, the only one who is a step away is Kel, and I turns around and just sees Kel and just gives a little wink and carries on walking.
Kel is mid-munch.
The apple's fantastic. The apple that I has given you the second time round is really good. And you, for a few more hours, move through this forest. And we're getting towards mid-afternoon, perhaps 4 o'clock. And it has begun to rain. The first sparse drops are falling through the gaps between the thick leaves, and it begins to collect as you look behind you in the hollows that are left by your footprints. And as the rain intensifies, you see sort of squirrels starting to sort of dart from the ground and scurry for cover, climbing up into the trees. You see a shed set of stag antlers that are sort of sticking out of the damp earth. Can everybody please roll me perception checks? 16. 18.
27.
27.
13.
13.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Oof.
I would say all of you hear this, but the Kel is immediately able to make out what it is. And Radiant also understands what it is. You hear this sort of peal of sound, this kind of bark, two sounds at once, and they could be sort of dog foxes fighting. It could be the sound of a deer in heat. But you realize it's a raised voice and then a scream, the two of you. And it's coming from a sort of distance away, deep in the forest. It's not on the path that you're on, but you recognize them as humanoid, for want of a better phrase, voices, the voices of living things, not animals.
Did you hear that?
I heard something. What did you hear?
A scream, a human somewhere. Doesn't have to be our problem. I know we're on a path and we're getting sidetracked a lot, but they didn't sound like a good thing.
It sounded like someone was in trouble.
Yeah, and we might be too if we follow it.
This might not sound like me, but I'm not going to run into it. What do you want to do?
You're right, it doesn't sound like you.
Do we at least want to see what it was?
I think we should let I decide.
I knows the way back to here. I can keeps it in my mind where this.
And I gestures towards the most recent symbol is.
If we once, you can goes on ahead.
And then realizing he's looking at Dolly, then goes,
The owl nods to you.
Yeah.
Does we want you to look?
Sure. To make the owl useful.
Seems sensible to me. Better to know what's in this forest with us than not.
sorry, you can only go 100 foot away from me. How
fast did it sound?
You would know that it was further than 100 feet away. It's kind of echoing off the trees as it made its way to you, but thanks to your rolls of 20 and 27, you are able to distinguish that it's somewhere in the woods, Radiant, and Kel, you're able to, within a reasonable degree of certainty, pinpoint it. And you recognize it's further than 100 feet away from where you are. It's more than 30 yards, more like 100 yards, maybe 300 feet away.
You can turn invisible.
You guides the way in the directions you heard it, and then when we is nearer.
Let's stick together.
Yes.
Yeah, and let's move quickly, because if someone actually needs help, us standing here isn't going to do much for them.
So you, the beings, nots the bird, leads the way.
I will lead the way.
You.
Okay, so let's
Nots
do
the bird.
let's do
Not the bird.
let's do stealth checks. We'll treat this as a group check, where we'll kind of go successes and failures.
30.
30 will be 2 successes because that's
Not gonna, you can all help me with that.
Dolly.
8.
8 is a failure.
16.
16 is a success.
8.
Is a failure.
13.
Is a success. Okay. Oof. Oof. So that's 4 to 2. So that the group, as a group, that's a successful.
You're as
check.
welcome.
Led by Kelnis, who's good in this kind of terrain, and I, who is, as you've already established, like genuinely probably more at home here than anywhere else you've ever seen, bar areas of the caves of themselves. You make your way through this autumnal rain-covered forest. And as you get closer, you hear these voices raised again, and you hear a shout of "Leave her alone," and the sound of people being dragged or pushed. You hear the sound of, it doesn't sound like someone being beaten or attacked, but someone being grabbed and tussled with. And you reach this area, which I'll say is 100 feet to give you the opportunity for you to go and scout.
I makes a little gesture, a little clawed hand up for a sort of a hold, wait, and then palm down as if to kind of suggest that we all sort of get low. And it's kind of almost you're, I guess, starting to see some of the unspoken gestures that he's just instinctually doing, feeling like he's back out scouting in his natural environment and his instincts kick in, and it's like a kobold sort of things that the kobolds would just instinctively know. And then his eyes go dim and dull, and a small wisp of cold air leaves his lungs, leaves his mouth, and I walks into you to fly down and perch on a branch that would be within range, but I mean, I can't imagine it would be a very odd thing to see an owl in.
I'm not even going to have you roll because I don't think what's going on here. You know, we've already established that with the rain, creatures are kind of making their way into the trees.
Yeah.
Roll me perception though. Let's have a perception roll from you.
2.
A 2. You can see activity happening around what looks to be a little camp in the woods, but you can't really make out what's happening. You can sense the same conflict that you sensed without looking at it, but there's nothing useful that you gain.
I returns to his own body and turns to the others.
Is tricky to make out is the forest.
Did we all hear the
rain.
shouting before?
You heard the shouting before,
Yeah, I'm gonna move towards it. Stealthily.
I will also move with Dolly.
Yep.
Yep.
Follow them.
Yep.
Let's go, baby.
I guess we're doing this.
So you move through the forest until you see what's happening. Are you trying to move stealthily?
Yeah.
Great. Let's have another round of stealth checks from everyone, please. And again, we'll treat this as a group. Did you miss the box
You missed it again. Can I roll again?
You rolled really badly, didn't
No,
you?
I did. It wasn't too bad actually. It would have been a 16.
You can, if you want to roll. 16 is a pass. If you want to roll again, you can roll.
Roll it again in the box.
Okay. Dirty 20.
Okay. It's a pass.
25.
Pass.
5.
Fail.
Nat 20.
2 passes.
16.
Pass. You move towards the edge of the sound, and you see this. There's a few pieces of canvas that have been stretched between the silver tree trunks, and in the middle of this are 4 figures in glome cloaks with masks. And one of them has a staff, stood in the center. And on sort of way to your left, or to the left as you're looking, 2 of these other glome are sort of standing over and holding children of the midnight moon, an orc and a human. And then to the right, with this person with a staff in the center, to the right, next to a small campfire, there is another glome who's holding a halfling, female halfling who has this mohawk, and he's kind of got her mohawk gripped in one hand, and he's holding her sort of close into the fire. Not with the immediacy of someone who's going to push her in, but it looks like they are trying to maybe extract information or, yeah, that's what you see.
I can't do something. Oh, 4 less glome in the world makes me happy.
How far away are they?
Let's say they're 45 feet from you, because that allows you to have kind of got reasonably close, but not so close that you're immediately in kind of contact with them.
Can I suggest that we at least attempt to not fight?
Why do you think that's gonna go?
Something has triggered an eye. I has been trying to keep a lid on things throughout this walk.
Yep.
And has been trying to show people that he's okay.
Yep.
But there's something about this small creature being held by this big creature.
Yep.
Or bigger creature.
Yep.
In this threatening, potentially deadly way.
Yep.
Something fucking snaps in him. And it's this feeling of how he couldn't get to Parvis. He couldn't save Parvis. And he's just full of that feeling.
Yep.
And I would like to cast Prestidigitation, and I would like to snuff out the campfire. If I can't do that, then it's fine.
That's totally fine. Tell me what else you... 1 cubic foot No, hang on. You can snuff out. It says you can. Oh, a small campfire.
small
I did
campfire,
say
yeah.
a small campfire.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then I feel something deep inside that he hasn't felt before. And it's almost as though his sense of rage is connected to the earth and the trees and the forest. And he takes a few steps forward and he leaps. And I cast Wind Sprint. Wind Sprint, a turning tempest wind lifts you up and carries you to a creature you can see within range. The next time you hit, this is up to 60 feet, the next time you hit a creature with a melee weapon attack before the end of the turn, the attack deals an extra 2d6 slashing damage as the winds buffet the target.
Cool. I mean, oh yeah, great. Bonus action. Excellent. Within 60 feet, which one are you aiming for?
I'm aiming to land right sort of next to the halfling
So
who's being held.
So there's two on the left, just not that this changes what you're doing, just to make sure we're really clear. They're all in front of you, but two on the left, an orc and a human being held by two glome. In the center there is a glome with a staff. To the right of them is a halfling being held by another glome, and you want to land right next to this halfling, next to the snuffed out fire.
Yeah, where who the one holding it is?
It's just a glome.
But so we can't make out any specifics of like...
In the same way you can't ever really with the glome.
And,
They're just cloaked and masked.
Yeah, so that was...
Stormtroopers.
Like stormtroopers.
They don't have souls.
Great. You want to land next to them, but you don't... Oh yeah, you can't attack.
I can't
at this
attack.
point. Why don't we have...
Unless we're
I
saying
think
when
at
I
this
get
point,
surprised.
it would make sense for everybody to roll initiative, please. Anyone get higher than a 20?
21.
21 from Kelnis. Anyone get higher than a 15?
18.
18 from Dolly.
19.
19 from Radiant. Anyone get higher than a 10?
Yeah, I got 13.
13.
Nine.
9.
No sort of surprise round?
No surprise round for you, baby. No, you've essentially done. You've just had one.
Yeah.
So you're welcome. That is, you guys, the rest of you are 45 feet from the edge of this. What you see is this campfire is snuffed out. There's a moment where the shock of that registers in the body of the glome holding this halfling, and the halfling who was turning their face away from the heat, she opens her eyes and sort of almost instinctively pulls back, even though the heat and the sensation is no longer there.
And then she just hears a little voice go, "I'm Batman."
The one with the staff, their head turns towards where the fire is not, and the others that are there being held there's just this moment of stasis, and in that moment of stasis, there's this sound of wind, and not like that. There's this sound of like and I sort of leaps into the center.
Must be a strawberry.
Berries, too many berries. will do that to you.
Very acidic.
I leaps into the center of this little camp. That is Kelnis's turn. I'm going to say everyone is within 45 feet just for ease of casting distance. What do you do, baby?
Sorry, Harry, I'm going to have to ask this again.
Totally fine.
We've got 4 glome standing together.
No.
No.
So, imagine a sort of a gentle arc as you're looking at it. So I'm going to reverse it for me. Over here on your left, and you're sort of in the center of that arc, the point emanating from it, there are 2 glome, one of which is holding a human down, one of which is holding an orc down. Then let's say they're at as you look at it, 10 o'clock on the clock. As we trace it back up to midday, there is a glome with a staff stood alone. And then as we go to 2 o'clock on that clock, there is the spent campfire with the halfling that was being held towards it by a single glome.
4 glome in total.
4 glome in total, yes.
I'm going to cast bark skin on myself.
Yep, absolutely.
Have they seen us?
They have seen I don't think there's any reason that they've seen you guys, but I will say that once one of you does something that's kind of violent from range, they will look up and see all of you.
I'm going to try and sneak around to the two that are on the outer edge of the arc.
Yep, so kind of sort of to your left, 10 o'clock on the clock, if you're in the center of the dial.
Sure.
So let's call that I'll call that your turn if you're going to do that. You'll use your turn to kind of go and sneak around. Are you trying to sort of hide?
I'm trying to get around behind them.
Okay,
So
yeah,
I'm
I will say that will be your turn. That will be your turn for the... so roll me a stealth check.
14.
Yeah, that passes. For your next turn, you kind of skirt round the edge of the woods, and when it comes back to you, you are in prime position to surprise these next two.
If they're still there.
If they're still there. And I'll consider you hidden for the purposes of advantage. It's still alive.
I'll
It
get it.
lives. It lives.
I must have just set my hands to stun.
Yeah, you did. Okay, so that is the turn of these 2 glome that you've just snuck around to see. I'm gonna say that they're gonna drop the 2 children that they're holding, and they're both going to...
Children of the Moon.
Children of the
Midnight Moon, sorry.
The midday moon.
The midday, children of the midday moon. And they are going to take a longbow shot at I, which becomes an 11 and a 13.
16.
16. So neither of them hit. They drop their quarry, and they have a shot with their longbows. It kind of takes them. They would normally have two attacks, but what I think makes sense in my head is that they're so kind of confused and baffled by this that it takes them a moment to sort of release what they're doing, pull this longbow around, nock an arrow, and both of these sort of fly into the woods beyond you. Neither of them hit you.
Neither of them hit, and I just looks at them slowly in that look of just like someone who they're really regretting. Let's say they're in like you're in a bar and you've just thrown some words around and the big dude in the corner has just gone like that, and you've gone, I might have regretted that action.
That is
the vibe I'm given.
Radian's turn.
I'd like your
my brilliant brain.
Your blessing.
45 feet.
Yep.
Am I from the thing?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I suppose we're doing this. I move 15 feet.
Yes.
So I'm visible now.
Yep, you're in the open.
Gentlemen.
Gentlemen to bed.
Bed. No, I move swiftly 15 feet. Go to the little staff mage lad.
Yep.
And I would like him to make a Constitution saving throw.
Are you wielding your own staff?
Yeah, I have my own stuff.
The first time do you do that thing? You know when Gandalf, spoilers for Lord of the Rings: The Two Towers, first appears in, shall we just call it, a different form, and he sort of passes the staff from hand to hand in a way that you go, that's cool.
He does this where it kind of spins around like that.
Oh, like nunchucks, like the least cool version.
He spins it around like that.
Yeah.
He spins it around like that and then just puts it in the ground.
You hear him breathe really, really hard as he does it.
He basically
Star Wars kids himself.
Yeah. So nervous. I hope it works.
That is a 2 on the die.
Fantastic.
Fails.
He is going to take all the damage. I cast a new spell because I'm a new man, and I cast Blight on him. A creature that I can see within range makes a Constitution saving throw, taking 8d8 necrotic damage.
What? Wow. Wow, honey.
A plant creature automatically fails the save.
8d8.
A non-magical plant that isn't a creature, such as a tree or a shrub, just dies. So I'm going to do 8d8.
Do you need some d8s?
I've got 4d8 here.
Oh,
Would you like 4 more?
I'd love 4 more.
You are.
Here's 2.
And here's 2. Here are my best ones.
Don't trust him.
That one and...
Dispels.
1d4.
These are the
That
dispels.
Thank you.
I wanted them in.
Thank you, Dispel.
One of them is...
Should I put them through the...
Yeah, I'll do what you like, honey.
Go on.
Free swim, kids.
Well, it's all pretty low.
It's not.
Or did you want to...
15,
Yeah.
Well, he's done it now.
Under house arrest
17,
anyway, I'm not...
20.
How can we put the tower in dice?
You just refer to yourself as the house.
Always wins.
A house divided against
It
itself.
could be a lot higher, but it's 28.
28 damage. I mean, it'll do. How does Blight look?
I like the idea that it so what I mean, how did it look when it was on our arm?
Well, so in your head it's the same blight.
same
I
blight.
love that for you. So when you kind of passively absorbed the blight, you saw what it did to the wolves, and the bear, of course, the famous blighted bear, which we should have done as a t-shirt. We should have done the blight. We should do a blighted bear as a merch drop. Like a t-shirt with
I'll
like
note
some
that
really
down.
kind of cool, some really kind of gnarly,
Metal kinda,
like yeah, some really
How
kind of like.
can we monetize our imagination?
It's called D&D.
Honey. You've seen this kind of accelerated form of rotting decay.
Yeah.
And then what you saw in yourself was this sort of spreading, almost like a frostbite, as if the flesh was dying. And what you all see is that it has that same feeling. Is it like a beam or just it appears within this?
Yeah, so it doesn't. You can't see it come out from anything. It just kind of. It's very much in the radiant thing. His eye turns black, and it's almost like a sensation, and it starts at the hand.
Yeah.
So
This you see this glome holding the staff sort of gasps and looks as this kind of rot spreads from their fingertips. And even though you can't see much of their flesh, you see it sort of the way in which it races, and you can almost see the moment that it kind of hits their heart. And as they're looking at their hands are beginning to rot. Their hands are beginning to almost rot away.
yeah, I'd also like to move. Can I move again?
You have another 20 feet of movement.
I'd like to go towards one of the, let's say in the shape, one of the 10 o'clock.
Yep.
And I just say, we'll get you out of here.
Yep.
And I'm within 5 feet. Would you say I'm within 5 feet of them?
You were 45 feet. You moved 15 feet. Yeah, go on then. I don't mind that.
Because I have 35 feet of movement, so that'll be
So you'd be within 10 feet of them, I'm afraid.
okay. That's fine.
And you want to move towards the left-hand side, right?
So I hold out a hand, offering them to say, "Come with us. We can help you."
Okay. To the two that have been
Both of them, yeah.
Great. They look up at you. You see that the two that are there, that's a female orc who has these great bags under her eyes, looks really pallid. You've seen orcs before, and they have these kind of great sort of vibrant greens, or at least sort of strong colours. She almost looks pastel. She looks like she's been watered down. And then a male human, dark skin, he looks like he was once clearly very, very strong, but is sort of wasted away. They look up at you, initially too baffled to do anything. You've come from nowhere, and you're suddenly in the midst of everything, and there's this activity all around them, but they've heard what you've said. That is Dolly's turn.
I'm gonna break cover. I'm gonna stride straight out into the open and say, should have known better than to fuck with the children of the midnight moon, and I'm gonna cast dissonant whispers at 3rd level at the glome member holding the
Staff? Oh, sorry. Oh, okay.
The human.
So there's human and orc on this side,
Yes.
and then there's halfling on the other.
Yes.
Great. On the human.
So that is a wisdom saving throw.
6 becomes an 11. They have a
Fail.
plus
So
5.
that is 5d6 damage. Oops.
What's the... Wow. You okay, huh?
This is a tough day. This is a tough day at the office.
What's the range?
It's 60 feet.
60 feet, great. So are you sort of moving forward a little bit just kind of for the shits and giggles, really?
Yeah,
rather,
I feel like
rather than moving into combat range.
I'm making sure they can, specifically the children in the midnight.
I've got a very
can
important
see me.
question. Is that 60 feet on the flop?
Shall I move you to within 30 feet of them then? A gentleman's
Do
30.
what you like, to be honest, because that wasn't great.
Okay.
10, 13, 14.
14.
However, they also must immediately use their reaction, if available, to move as far as their speed allows away from me.
Here is fun. I will have them run past Hidden Kel and get an attack of
we love
opportunity on them. Yeah. So this first, you hear Kelf. You've kind of got so close up to them that there's this gasp of panic from within the mask. You've heard, you've seen dissonant whispers cast by Dolly many times before, and you recognise that that kind of sort of rabbit-like fear as these voices are everywhere and all at once inside them, as if a kind of tiny, tiny version of what it's like that first time you heard the whispers coming from the deck of many friends when that first card was drawn. And as they run past, you can use your reaction to make any melee attack against them if you would like to.
Against both of them?
Against just the one who's running past you. So you can kind of smack. Well, you have a quarterstaff, right, don't you? Or
I do, yeah.
So you can smack into one of them with your quarterstaff.
What I'm actually going to do is, as I see them coming towards me, choose the one who's going to run past me, and I'm going to cast Primal Savagery.
You technically can't do that.
Can't do that?
I will hand
Can't
wait.
you?
I will. It has to be a melee attack. I will.
Okay,
You know
fine.
what? But
that's fine.
Okay. Yeah. It is just a single melee attack for an
Okay,
opportunity
fine.
attack. I'm afraid. But I have been a bit of a little bastard in terms of only allowing you to move stealthily. And that taking your whole action. So here's what I'll say for fun and flavour. Roll me a luck check. If you roll a 10 or higher, you can use Primal Savagery.
13.
Great.
Hey.
Golden.
So I cast Primal Savagery.
Yeah.
And these claws come out of my fingertips,
Yeah.
dripping acid. A poison.
Please.
It is poison. I
For
believe.
God's
Get
sake,
it right.
poison.
Let's get it right.
Dripping poison.
Acid's not cool at all.
And I just
Great.
right across their chest.
Or do you?
Or do I?
Or do I, though?
That's a 16 to hit.
Just hits.
Wow.
And then that's 2d10 damage. 13.
13. Great. As it's running sort of through it just goes to run through the forest and you stop it where it is, slashing. You see kind of Kel emerge, slashing these primal claws across the chest of this glome as it tries to flee. That is the glome.
May I, just because I wasn't done with my turn?
I'm so sorry.
Can I
You
use
may.
my bonus action to turn to Eye and be like, nice move, Eye, and cast Bardic Inspiration?
Yes, you may.
Great.
Yes, you
I'm
may.
Mm. doing it. Let me do it.
Wow.
Wow, oh, look at this. Wow.
I saw this in Boston and was like, that's good. We should get that
We
for
should
Dolly.
get a
We should
loot
get that
for Dolly.
Aoife
She's so loot coded.
so that I have this.
But it means that I can give him my D8 and he can remember to use it.
Yep.
Beautiful. Beautiful and important.
For those listening, it's a lovely little loot with a sort of
A
carved
divot for a
divot,
D8.
to hold.
That is the glome on the right-hand side's turn who is holding the halfling. They are going to drop the halfling and take a slash at you, you are all up in their business. Again, they normally have 2 attacks. I'll give them 1 attack on this first round because this is all happening extremely fast and they are unprepared for it and they're having to draw weapons.
Draw them.
They're having to draw them on an etch a screen.
Wait.
They keep accidentally shaking the screen.
I got it.
That is a 6. That's a 4 that becomes a 10. So that's going to miss as they slash down with you at this with this scimitar. You can see that more than anything, these people seem genuinely spooked that you have just turned up in the middle of their camp, having moved silently through the undergrowth up to this point.
Yeah. Again, I with a look of just, there's almost a sense of just comfort.
Puss in Boots style. And this is what I'm imagining, is when Puss in Boots is suddenly genuinely quite frightening.
And it's that sense, it's just a look of kind of slight bewilderment, but not bewilderment at the bewilderment at the mere suggestion that they might try. Do you know, that's the look.
Yeah. Elowen, that's your turn.
I'm also going to appear, I guess, out of nowhere.
Yeah.
I obviously can't reach anybody.
No, 45 feet.
No, so I'm actually going to move myself up next to Dolly, who's within 30 feet.
Yep.
I'm going to look at the one with the... Yeah, I could also do that as well, in fairness. It's all bonus actions for me. I'm going to look at the one that just took a hit at eye.
Yep.
And I say, really don't think you should be doing that. I'm going to mark them as my quarry.
Oh, this is new. Hunter's Mark. So shall we tell for the folks at home?
Yes. Hunter's Mark, the bonus action with a range of 90 feet. It's for concentration of up to an hour. Until the spell ends, I deal 1d6 extra damage on every attack roll I make against that creature.
Yeah. So what you'll have to remember to do is when you take damage, you've never had to do this before.
Yeah, I have to.
You have to make concentration
save.
You have to maintain concentration, which is a Constitution save, which is equal to 10 or half the damage taken, whichever is highest.
Cool. So I'm going to take out my bow.
Yep.
And I'm going to fire off an arrow.
At the one you've marked.
At the one I've marked.
At a different
Otherwise,
one.
really
Otherwise, what
awkward.
the hell is the point?
Let's see how we go. So what am I? I am going to use Heroic Inspiration on that. And re-roll it, see if I can get better. Just about. That is a 16.
Just hits.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, nice use of inspiration.
Because the other one didn't. So that will be a
D8.
Where's my D8s? Off to you.
That's a D8.
That's
Use a
D8.
special D6.
No, not really. That hits for 13.
Nice.
And I will do it again. And that hits for 21. That only hits for 7.
I knew you were going to say that. Isn't that weird? I love seeing you roll a D8 and a D6 together is so weird. It's so unusual to see different dice roll at the same time. It's very fun. It's very fun.
It's better if I could use my sword, but not close enough. And that is all I can do, but that person also is now slowed.
Oh, great. So remind me of, so they lose 10 feet from their movement speed?
10 feet from the movement speed.
Fantastic. That is the glome with the staff. Oh, they were not ready for this at all.
They're still busy drawing.
They're still busy drawing.
Stuffs are notoriously difficult to draw.
They are going to, they can do 2 arcane bursts. It's going to take 1 at Dolly and 1 at I. It reaches its stuff out and this kind of bolt of arcane energy emerges from it. The first one at Dolly is a 15 to hit.
Hits.
And
Can I
one,
intercept?
Describe. I think it's melee only. Read me the language of interception. I'm pretty sure you can stop a melee.
It says an attack roll.
Let me have a look. I think we covered this last time.
Intercept
And
with your head.
Well, if it's an arcane bolt, you can deflect with your sword.
Interception fighting
With an
style.
attack roll.
A creature within 5 feet of you with an attack roll.
You can take a reaction to deal the damage dealt to the target by 1d10 plus 3.
When a creature you can see hits another creature within 5 feet of you with an attack roll. I don't see why not. I
Why
don't
is
see
the
why not.
next to Dolly?
So you can reduce it by how much?
1d10 plus 3.
Okay, so let me. Did I roll to hit I yet, or did I get
No.
distracted? Blimey, they're rolling so badly on you. There is something just sort of weird and frightening about you here. And that's 12, and becomes a 12. So I will roll all the damage, and then you can reduce it. So the damage that they roll with their arcane burst is very, very bad. That is 11 acid damage, which you can reduce by 1d10
And I reduce it by 9 damage.
Okay. So they take 2.
What was that?
You see this kind of
Don't worry
mote
about
of
it.
dark energy emerge. It looks metal as hell. And what is it that you reach out? Is you reach out a sort of grown weird? Is it you reach out the long sword? Is it the dagger? There's got to be, you have to be wielding either a shield or a simple weapon.
So it'll be my dagger because it's the quickest thing to grab. So I've got a bow in my hand right now. So it'll just be my dagger.
It's like Yoda couching Count Dooku's Force lightning. Spoilers for Star Wars. That is this. Ooh, that's the casters. What else can it do? It can't do anything else.
Good.
Is it going to run? No, I don't know. Not yet, it's not. That is Ai's turn.
I looks up at this glome. All the others he's literally looked around as all the others have just tried to attack him and missed. And he looks up at the other one and says,
Should have got a better try.
and clicks his heels
D10.
and gets 7 turns of double speed. And then he is going to attack with a dagger. Bam.
The staff or the one holding the halfling?
The one holding the
The
halfling.
one holding the halfling. Great.
And I'm going to use Bardic.
Yes! System
And
works.
that, is,
System
10 becomes an 18. It would have failed otherwise.
Oh, that worked.
There you
How
go.
it works,
See?
baby.
Did it have
Energy.
as well with it?
You won't get sneak attack on this
No.
because there's no. Oh no, hang on.
Hold on. What is it? Are they?
I think they are.
Yeah?
I think
Okay.
they absolutely are.
Great.
They're not incapacitated, and they're certainly on your team.
So that is 1d4 plus 5. So that's a 4, so that becomes a 9.
9.
And then I get my 4d6 for sneak attack.
Has your sneak attack just gone up at level 8? Or did
It's a 4. It was a 4. It was a 4 last time, yeah. So that adds on an extra 4, 8, 11.
Another 11.
But I also, because of
Because of your flatulence.
because of my wind sprint,
ruined his
I get,
no,
I get to add 2 more d6.
Oh, cool.
To that.
Is it just that?
And that is an extra 9.
Wow. Wow, this guy looks really hurt. Really hurt.
And then for my bonus action, I would like
extra.
to disengage, and I'm going to just sort of move back.
Yep. Do you want to move back sort of behind them, or you can move away to the right further from everyone else? Essentially, you're here, so you can move away to the right further from everyone else. You can move closer to the center. You can move sort of up, down. Just give me a sort of basic direction where you're going.
I'm going to move. I would like to move towards Dolly.
Move towards Dolly. Great. So
Sensing that this sort of inspiration, sort of came, and it's just sort of, yeah.
great.
And
So
as
I'm
I
going to say you're sort of DEI, the three of you. There's Dolly, Elowen, and I, like in a little cluster in the center there.
So boom, stabs straight in, goes in into the ribs, and then as he pulls it out, looks dead in the eyes and goes,
Good lucks with what is to come.
and run and sort of just disappears back a bit.
Sick. Fucking sick. That is back to the top of the order. That is Kelness's turn. Newly primal, forever savage, forever 21 savage. The actor Doug Cockle.
Is that like low-rise Gene?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
What juicy couture.
Juicy. He's
the
wearing
tracksuit
he's wearing a Pineapple Dance Studios set of hot
It's a
pants.
throwback.
Yeah.
Wow.
Louis Spence emerges.
I walk past Pineapple Dance Studio
Yeah.
more than I ever thought I would.
Yeah, it's
know, it's
I've walked past
amazing,
Pineapple
isn't
Dance
it?
Studio.
I'm like a whippy.
Catch
me first.
I always thought
What are they gonna do?
myself more like a white fox kind of guy, you know?
Yeah.
White wolf.
Hang on, let me find that out.
No, it's not. It's like that's more dance apparel, isn't it?
Oh,
White Fox,
that's
it's the
so
new-
wonderful. It's very, very, for those of you who aren't aware, and I certainly wasn't aware, it's very cheerleader style apparel. It's very much like cheerleader casual, Insta-girlies down the gym kind of apparel.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Speaking of Insta girlies,
Speaking of the people's princess.
So I'm assuming correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes.
So I've attacked this guy who was running at me. I've kind of is that paused him?
Yeah. He's not going to keep running.
So I'm going to.
He's all up in your business within melee range, obviously, because you did a melee attack on him.
I'm going to cast Primal Savagery again.
Yeah.
And give him another swipe.
Do it, baby.
Oh, it's a 27 to hit.
Whoa, yes.
Yeah.
Get him, Jade.
What is that from? Because you two have said it so many
RuPaul's Drag Race.
You two have said it so many times.
It's so
in
good.
the last
It's so
24
good.
hours.
That's 15 damage.
15 damage. Wow.
Acid damage.
And we
It is
think you
acid
did it a lot
damage.
last night.
Yeah, you did.
Okay.
You did
Yeah.
a lot. The more margs, the more.
Was it one
only had
mark?
one
One
mark, but that
mark.
was
No,
the
it
big
was
mistake.
everything else.
Everything that preceded it.
The one bottle of wine.
Yeah.
Between the two
And
of
the
us.
cocktails.
And the cocktails.
And you had a glass of Tattinger.
And also
You were at double party at one point with champagne and wine.
Espresso martini was your fault.
That's the only drink I've had in almost a year, and I'm being blamed. Right.
And then as a bonus action,
Yes, sorry.
so there's the guy I've just attacked.
Yep.
There was the other one who was running.
No, only one of them was running.
Oh,
So
only one of
Dissonant
them,
Whispers
okay.
was only cast on one. One has stayed, the one holding the orc, or that was holding the orc, has stayed next to the orc. That orc's now dropped to the ground because he drew a bow, because this glome drew a bow and had a shot unsuccessfully at Eye. They've all attacked Eye and every single one of them has missed. And the one that was holding the human was the one that had Dissonant Whispers cast on them, booked it, you came out of the undergrowth, Primal Sauvage.
Yes.
Now your bonus
And then I
action.
want to call Hank out.
Pascal
I want to call him
Sauvage.
out next to the figure holding the staff.
Great.
And as he emerges, he does 2d6 fire damage
Great.
against a dex saving throw.
Great, let me roll that dex save. They have a +2. Oh, it's a dirty 20. I'm really sorry.
They take half damage on
Okay.
2d6.
Yep. This is Ep 22 style Cockle.
Five.
This is like
Isn't it?
this. Have you already halved that?
5 is the total.
5
so
is the
it'd be
total.
what, 2?
So it's 2. It's rounded down, I'm afraid. But every little helps.
They do say that.
Yeah, they're wrong. They're wrong. Sometimes a little is the last thing you need. That is the glome. Unless there's anything else you would like to do with your
That's all I
turn.
can do, I
That
think.
is the glome who was holding the orc. Radian is there. Kelness is there. The others are further away. I am going to say they are going to take a slash at Radian Thornbear. 2 slashes with a scimitar. Oof, af. Dirty 20 and a 21.
Silvery barbs on one of them.
Okay, on which one?
The dirty 20.
The dirty 20.
Yeah.
Okay, so they have to re-roll that one, and that becomes a 12.
I'm sure it was a nat 20.
Yeah, it's not 20.
Somehow made it worse.
So in fact, they're only gonna hit you once, and they hit you for 3 regular damage and 3 poison damage. 6 damage total. Quel damage.
Yeah, fine.
I'll take that disadvantage and give Radiant advantage as well.
Fantastic.
That's
You
how
have,
my silvery barbs works. You're welcome.
I have advantage.
you
on
have
your next,
advantage
yeah.
on the next thing before you start of your next turn or something like that. It doesn't last super long on account of it is only a cantrip.
Choose a different creature you see within range. The chosen creature has advantage on the next attack roll, ability check, or saving throw it makes within 1 minute.
Great. That is the one that is all up in Kel's business next, who is freaking the hell out, but is going to take a couple of swipes at you. That's a 23 and an 11. 23 and a 10, sorry.
1 hit.
1 hits. Actually, that is that. That's 8 damage with its scimitar.
1 hit.
Oh my goodness, I rolled really well. That's with plus 10 poison damage. That's 18 damage total. And that is its turn. There's no point it trying to run. It's like in combat with you. That is Radian's turn.
I'm going to use that to my advantage, and I'm going to actually do an attack spell.
Oh!
So I'm going to roll. Can I roll first before I tell you what it is?
Absolutely, I think that's a
Okay.
good idea.
And I needed it.
Oh my god.
Great, that's an 18.
You're hitting, but I don't know which one you're going for
I'm
yet.
going to I'm still attacking Staff Boy.
Staff boy,
And I'm doing Chromatic Orb.
sick.
And I am in the meantime, trying to even find what it is that I have to roll again to do. How many d6 is it that I need for critical?
It depends what level.
I'm casting it at level 3.
I think that is 5d8, but I'm not sure. I think it's 3d8 at level 1 with 1d8 increasing per level above first.
Thank you so much. It is. So yes, it is. It's 5d8.
A lot of pages of sea-level spells. Like,
I just couldn't believe it. I was like, how many 8s is it? Yeah. So yeah.
How many do you need?
I need 5.
I've got 2 here.
Thank you.
Have we still got the other 2? Oh, we've got Harry's 2 as well.
Oh, have you? You saucy devil, you little minx.
Oh my god, and
bastard.
it doubled up, so it bounces.
Oh wow,
Fuck
okay,
yeah.
so who does it bounce to?
It bounces to the person who attacked me as well, but in doing so, it's done 16, 22, 25, 29 damage to Mage Boy.
Whoa, this guy's really hurt, you know. And so can you just tell me how far it's able to bounce? Because if it's within
30 feet.
30 feet, yeah, man, it can bounce. Wow.
Yes,
and it can
yes.
only bounce a certain amount of times, right? It can't bounce indefinitely.
Yeah, so it goes...
It bounces an amount of times equal to the spell's level or
If you roll the
something
same
like
number on 2 or more of the d8, the orb leaps to a different target of your choice within 30 feet of the target. Make an attack roll against the new target and make a new damage roll. The orb can't leap again unless you cast the spell with a level 2 plus spell slot.
that. Okay, so I'm going to rule then that it can
bounce
leap
again.
once. No, it can. It can leap once on a first level, but this is 3rd level, so it is able to leap twice. But I'm going to max it out, I think, at 2 bounces, because otherwise you'd be in a situation where at 9th level it could bounce 8 times, which might be, now I think of it, cool as hell.
Yeah.
But we'll cross that bridge as and when.
Yeah.
We'll cross that bridge when you're fighting the big bad. Who's the big bad? Sod it, the Grenweirds. I'll just bring the ground.
My brother's out of this.
An 18.
An 18 hits.
Great.
Do it.
This is
Do
cool,
it.
man. Are you going for the one fighting Kel or the one
The one that had a little
one
go
that
at me.
had a pop at you?
Yeah. Oh my god, it's just so much damage.
Because this one's at full health at the moment. It's not been hit. Untarnished.
23, 30.
30? Wow, that's fucking cool, man. And
Big
any
fun,
double
big
ups
fun.
on damage?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you get to make one more at the one room. You can make one more at either the one fighting Kel or the one next to the one who was holding the halfling.
The one who's holding the halfling.
Great.
Scene. Do you know what I love about this? This is
you
like,
tell them.
so I has just gotten good luck with what's to come, and then it's the equivalent of just essentially seeing someone come running up behind with a massive exercise ball, just like running, knowing full well they're about to just
Actually, it's up to you.
No, I'll go the one who's fighting Cal actually.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, that hits at 27.
Unbelievable. So cool.
This is
I love this
obscene.
new version so much.
It's not as much damage.
It's good.
Might not
What are
need
you
to be,
talking about?
20.
Rats.
Third time's a charm.
Tell me about it.
I don't really know what's going on. These orbs are just bouncing. And it's like, you
Honey,
know,
when the orbs are bouncing, I just enjoy the show.
what I think for me, or what happens is, you know, when someone fires a pistol and it goes around a room, it's beep, beep, beep,
Yeah,
beep,
yeah,
beep,
yeah.
beep.
Ricochet.
He's done a spell. I didn't describe what element it was,
No.
but let's go with acid.
Yeah.
Because I think it's fun.
Not
He
poison?
didn't. He
No.
he did not expect it to go like this.
No.
So he's looking directly at the staff
Yeah.
guy, and so he doesn't know what's happened, and it's bounced, and it's hit the guy over there, and I don't know. I think it hits the back of his head and
Yeah.
melts the back of his head.
Yeah, he's like,
Yeah, and collapses him, and Radiant has no idea that he's killed
Was
him.
that me?
And I go over to Cal and I go, "Great job."
I've ducked and I just go.
amazing. That's Dolly's turn.
Are any of these guys within 10 feet of each other?
Hang on, let me think. Yeah, I will say the caster and the one that was right next to Radiant are within 10 feet of each other.
Okay, well then I'm gonna walk up and be like, good night, Shatter.
Okay, con saves from both,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
So I'll go for the warrior first. That's a nat 20. But the caster rolls a 14.
Okay, that fails.
Okay.
So one will take full damage, the other will take half damage. I'm casting this at 3rd level, so
That's chunky.
that is chunky. That's
ch-
4. It's 4d8. It's all right, you know.
chunky,
It's not as
actually.
much as
It's
some
actually-
A lot of
people
D8s
do,
today, isn't
but-
it?
D8's a lovely damage die to roll.
Really nice, I like
really are
them.
pleasant peeps.
9, 10, 11. Yeah, 18. 18 damage.
18 damage, which is halved to 9 for the.
Correct.
Tell me about how this caster dies.
Yay!
This blighted,
Yay.
staff-wielding caster, their flesh rotting from their hands.
Yeah, I think shatter just hits them, and there's just this reverberation. I think the staff shatters, and little bits of chunks.
Your staff is broken.
And maybe some little bits of flesh or slide off their rotted hands.
Brilliant.
And they just kind of.
There's this, like an explosion. Like the bit in Thank Goodness You're Here, where the pie oven explodes.
Yeah.
Right.
Play, thank goodness you're here.
Oh my God! Play,
it's
thank
such a
goodness
good
you're
game.
here. It's amazing.
So much fun.
Brilliant, cool as hell. There is the half. I tell you what. There are only 2 of these glome left. It's the turn of the one who was holding the halfling. Everyone has stepped back from them. So what they're going to do is they're going to grab the halfling. I'm going to have them roll a contested athletics check with this halfling. They get they're going to really struggle to beat that. They get a 19. The halfling gets a 9. They grab the halfling, bring it up. They put a scimitar to its throat. Go back, go back. That is its entire turn, and Eloin, you're next up.
I close my eyes and I cast Misty Step. And I appear behind them.
Oh, yeah! Yes! Sick! Yes! Sick!
And I take my sword
Yes!
and I attack.
Do it! Do it!
Let's see if this even hits first. That one doesn't hit.
Okay.
That will with an 18.
Okay, so what happens is you close your eyes and you try to focus on what you were taught. And you think about what you want and you think about what you're striving for. And for a moment, when you're in that somewhere infinitesimally small but full of potential in between, in that 100th of a heartbeat from where you leave and where you appear, your ideas of want are muddied. It's that you want to be home and you want to be here and you want your family and you want I to find themselves and you want Parvis to live and you want the blight to end and you want the children to be safe and you want the glome to be dead and you want to sleep and you want magic to end and you're casting magic, and that first slash is wild and it's like stepping off. It's like being on Asker's ship during a storm, and then your legs feel strong underneath you and you stab into this glome. Roll me your damage.
That hits for 6.
Eloin.
14, yeah.
Yes.
I'll just be like, I'm really sorry, but one more for the House Grenweed, and they're under our protection. And I will actually take my short sword. It's actually come around them with my short sword, but I am going to take out my dagger, put my dagger to their throat the same way they've got their dagger to their throat.
Yeah.
I'm just going to sweep it across.
Amazing. You watch the rest of you see, you've never seen, with one exception, you've never seen Eloin do this. And the confusion, despite the mask, the confusion that is so evident on this member of the Glome's face as someone is not there and then, like Littlefinger style, told you shouldn't have trusted me. The blade at the throat. And this Glome drops to the ground and the halfling collapses to their knees, exhausted and relieved. Ah, that was cool. That's Eye's turn. There is one remaining member of the glome.
I just sort of looks Elon in the eyes, just they'll nod and smile.
Wait, how far is the other one from me?
Oh yeah, the other one is 15 feet from you.
Sorry, I've used Vex. I haven't used my dagger.
Sick. Have you got the movement?
Yeah, I haven't moved.
Yeah, you have. So you run over and fucking do a dagger attack as well.
Sorry, yeah.
No, you'll be all right.
And I get to roll that twice anyway, and I'm crit. So that is, so that'll be 2d6 and my d4 plus my. So that is 8, 10 plus, that hits for 16.
16. Yep. Eye.
Now you can look at me.
And then doesn't break eye contact and just sensing the motion of this person, lets loose a bolt.
Roll me an attack.
The synergy in this fight.
Well, let's see.
Is a 28.
Yeah, hits. Honey, unless you're going to do less than 3 damage. You can roll it, or you can roll your sneak attack if you want to do an overkill. But essentially,
Do you know what? I'm just gonna see how much I hit this guy.
Yeah. Why not? Why the hell not?
Big damage, big fun.
Big rolls, big fun. Big rolls, big fun.
So that's a 4 plus 6. That's a 10.
Yeah.
Sneak attack.
Would have done it already, which I love. But you're a sneaky boy. Elowin is also definitely within 5 feet,
100%.
giving you
9, 10, so an extra 12.
Yeah. Keep going. He's already
Almost there.
dead. He's almost there.
And not even looking, just goes, "Aye, you!" And just sort of sensing as their head turns, just fires off the bolt. And I'm going to say actually it goes straight through their neck.
Nice.
And you just hear, again, not looking, just hearing, how many feet away?
Oh, 15 feet away.
15. So pretty. I hear I just hear like the, and a little bit of air like hissing, leaving.
People don't actually scream when they're stabbed.
And then, as they hit the deck, I immediately just crossbow on the back, walks over to the halfling and just hugs the halfling.
And we'll take a little break. Do you want to bond with a dragon? Of course you do, you marvelous weirdo. We all do. If your response either out loud or in your head when I asked that question just then about bonding with a dragon was no, then you're a liar. A liar, a bounder, and a cad of the highest order. People like you make my blood boil. But it's okay. As my therapist has explained to me on numerous occasions, we all make mistakes. And as I have explained to my therapist, I don't, but certainly everyone else does. You too have a chance to make amends for your previous indiscretion. But how, you ask? Well, I say, a little annoyed that you interrupted me mid-flow, that's where Draconim comes in. A new dragon bonding fantasy TTRPG with a Backerkit launching on the 5th of August. With 8 distinct dragon families to choose from, like the mysterious Astral, the majestic Sun, and the destructive Pyre, you begin your story with a dragon companion. Through your choices and adventures together, this little dragon hatchling will grow alongside you as you journey through the world of Akaroth, gaining extraordinary powers and forming unbreakable bonds. At least, that's what you hope. Whether you enjoy adventuring with a party or traversing a fantasy world with nothing but your wits and a dragon, as established previously, Draconim is an adventure that butters every player's parsnip. Pick up the solo rulebook and take it from there, with over 20 solo arcs to play and more than 4,500 prompts to keep your adventure as unique as you are. No GM necessary. At last, just rich narrative gameplay where every choice matters. And dragons. The Draconim Backerkit launches on the 5th of August. And we're back. The last of these glome have just fallen. And, wow, drive-by. The fly's still here for our audio subscribers.
It's a new fly. It's the brother of the other one.
Must be. It found out what was happening.
Vengeance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe it's the daughter.
Hatred in his heart.
It's a really good point.
I just feel like it's more of a vengeance story from the daughter point of view. Daughter's grown up, find out who her father's killer was.
Okay. I did. Well,
Last
I don't know who
time.
her father's stunner was.
Yeah.
Let's restart.
Last time.
We're back, everybody. We're back, everybody. We are now in the
Good advert
aftermath.
that was.
Yeah, that was very good. That was a good advert.
Yeah.
That was a really good advert.
Really
What was
banging.
this advert?
You.
It was me. Oh my god.
No, wait,
Nailed
no.
it.
This is episode 34. It's you.
Oh, okay.
That
it was
was
fine.
a good advert.
It was fine. It's getting at this point. The shtick is getting a little tired.
Yeah.
I'm an icon and I'm a narcissist.
That's pretty much it.
It's keeping the lights on a natural 6 towers.
To be fair,
I am
to him.
tired. I am tired with it. As you can see, exemplified by the show, I'm such a nice, humble guy.
You are a nice humble guy.
And it's making me tired that I have to pretend as though I'm anything but.
He's the victim in all of
Success is hard, and I find it difficult.
it. Yeah.
And it's just very difficult to kind of like.
That's true.
But I can project it to you in a fake way.
But as he says every time he finishes one of those ad reads with a damp towel around his neck, wow, you can't beat the rush of performing live.
And I wipe my. Give us the cream.
Last time.
Please.
Last time we were covered in cream.
We are in the aftermath of that fight. The last of the glome has just dropped to the ground, having been shot through the throat by I. And in this small camp in the autumn forest, the mother forest, with these strips of canvas stretched between the trees and a spent campfire, there's kind of stillness and silence. And then the orc, this pallid, pale orc, looks at you, Dolly. Midnight moon.
Yeah. I guess.
Oh, this shit again.
Are you okay?
Yeah, we're fine, I think. Mish? And the halfling sort of stands, sort of extricates themselves from the. Oh yeah, is it like in a hug? Of course they are. She's in a hug with I. Yeah, I'm all right. And you can feel her eye just sort of relax into you, and she goes, not dead weight, not like completely, but you feel her just sort of this like heaviness, as if she wants to rest and has wanted to rest and now sort of can.
What are y'all doing here?
It's the orc who replies. We made it out of the caves. But we didn't have the strength to get much further than this. And then, I don't know, they came from the west, from towards the river, from the east towards the river, and they said that Haven was fallen and we needed to follow them back to the caves.
Haven hasn't fallen.
It is under new management, though.
What happened?
We got rid of some. We just got rid of some problems at Haven. The glome included.
They've gone.
They're gone.
She looks over at this human who looks to be, as I said, looks once like he was like a kind of real specimen, like a real strong, brawny guy, who sort of gives a weak smile. Cal, roll. Why don't you roll nature check on these guys, please? 14. They look like proper hardcore somnium addicts, these guys. They bear all the hallmarks of those you've seen who've really succumbed to it. You saw it in Haven, but you've also had experience of it in your life before now. And there is a real like emptiness and deep fatigue to them that you recognize from people who are in the depths of difficulty with somnium. Where did you come from?
Haven.
You could do with going to Haven.
We were heading that way, but we weren't strong enough. It's different down there.
In the caves?
Yeah,
Are the glomes still there?
yeah. In numbers.
Different type.
The strain. We were to clear a path. The glome. They wanted to make it down to the lowest level. And none but Nox could resist the call of the mushroom, even with your face covered in hortensia burning. So we were to clear a path for the glome. There were many others.
The call of the mushroom. What do you mean?
It's as if it's in the air. It's not just about taking it or a ritual. Even as you cover yourself and try to hide away from it, it's like it seeps in through your clothes and through your skin. And people they just give up. Scout just gave up. Many others.
Sky.
Yes. She was meant to come with us, but she wasn't strong enough. She just sort of sat down in the tunnels. And we tried to get to stand and she couldn't. And it's like they go somewhere else. Somewhere just forever and a long way away.
How many of you are there? Down there?
Dozens. And every time someone goes missing, disappears, there's always more that come. There are a few that are still strong, but really, once we've ended our use, they disappear down a tunnel, or they sit down at the edge of a cave and lean against the stone, and they don't get up again. And then the mushrooms grow.
Do you know why you're trying to get to lower levels?
The glome have a camp. And at the very base, the lowest levels of the caves, there is something they would do, something they are preparing. But I don't know.
I think it might be what they wanted to have delivered to Burren next.
Certainly could be that.
How could the gloom stand it?
We clear the path for them. The path they walk has been rid of the mushroom. Even so, they stay to their camp. They daren't wander into the tunnels. We are still mining the wealth from there as well. The gemstones and the minerals. Do you approach the caves?
Mm-hmm.
There is a large glome camp. On the surface, it's guarded.
Is there another way through?
Not that I know of, it's the way we came out. You just have to be swift, or secretive, cover of darkness.
Or stupid.
How many?
How many glow? I don't know, perhaps a dozen above, a dozen below, maybe more, 2 dozen below.
Too many to fight.
The children of the Midnight Moon no longer work with the glome.
Someone should tell them that. Because they are harvesting and processing and disappearing down there.
Do you know your way back to Haven?
We can find the river from here. What is it? Day?
About that, yeah.
How you feeling, Ali? And the human sort of gives a weak smile. You might be best then. we'd be best taking our time, I think. I'm not sure I can cover ground as quickly as I used to.
How are we gonna make it through? 2 dozen? More?
We're not, are we? We're not going to be able to make it through that many.
We are famously bad at getting through glome camps in particular.
We're also famously famous.
What's if they thinks... Sorry,
Let's go of the halfling from the
That's
hug.
all right.
And there's a little wet patch on their shoulder where I has had a little cry.
Yeah.
what if they thinks we is sent as children of the midnight moon to goes down and clear?
You would have to look broken by the mushroom. But there are many paths. Once you are within the caves, you need not encounter the glome unless you wish to. There are many ways. The quickest way, the surest way, would be the way the glome took, cleared of mushrooms. But there are many tunnels beneath the earth.
We've moved off the trail that we were on. Can I, looking around, do I see any markers, or is that back up where we came from?
I think it would be back up where you came from. Logically, you're quite away from that.
I relay this general direction and sense.
Yeah.
Is this the ways the glome knows? Is this in the directions of the glome? Or is this...
That I can't tell you, but there is a small opening in the earth. It is where we go in and where we bring the mushrooms and the minerals out. That is where the glome camp lies above the ground. If you are heading for the caves, that is where you're heading for.
I wonders if this path we is on might leads us somewhere slightly not the same.
Yeah, there's nothing saying the cave the glome are in are the cave you're looking for.
Yeah.
Or maybe we'd have to rely on being sneaky.
That might be our only option.
I can does that.
So can you, Kel.
I can help with that too.
If... Does you think, in your understandings, that's we is best trying to sneaks in the front way, or takes the time trying to see if there is another?
I can't tell you if there's another way. I don't know what you'd be looking for or where. I'm not to say there isn't. We went out the way we came in.
But even if we did, you said the mushrooms, if you've not cleared a path, we wouldn't stand a chance against them, right?
It's not instant. We got out, and it was our job to harvest and process. But if they get their claws in you, it can be hard to break free.
Yeah.
How far away is it from here?
Perhaps half a day.
Is there anything we can do to help you?
Well, if you were going to rest here, we would rest with you. Be safer for us than setting out on the road. We may not have fought, but looks over at the halfling, who's sort of readjusting her mohawk. Certainly some exertions on our end.
I thinks if we wants to rest, we rest, but I thinks we continues on the path I was following. If it is, like it might sounds the same way, then we has lost nothing. But if it is providing something slightly different, we has only gained.
How many ominous cave networks can possibly be in this forest anyway?
Those mushrooms, the ones they're harvesting, they've obviously been used by the glome in load. What's the plan with this lot?
Burn.
Us. Do you think they're going to take these to Barun?
I don't know. I didn't know anything about their use. We do not exist in a chain of command. We harvest, we take them to the surface, they are processed, packaged and transported back to Haven, I assume. Or to wherever else they go.
That was Nox's plan.
I'm sorry I can't be more help, I don't.
What time is it of the day? No.
This would now be, I'd say this would now be like, we're into evening.
Okay.
I think you heard the noises at about, 4 o'clock or so. We're probably approaching 5 o'clock. The sun is starting to kind of, the sun probably sets at about 7.
So there's no point us carrying on and camping closer to it because you said it would take half a day to get there.
They said,
I could do with the rest anyway.
Yeah.
What is the name of the plant? Hortensia. Does you has any?
Not on us, no. They keep some in the camp above ground and they burn it in braziers below the earth in an attempt to stave away the worst of the mushroom. But there are some who wrap it into their face coverings and little scarves around themselves with hortensia between the layers. Some find that useful, some eat it, some smoke it.
And you big scaled as you has any or much?
I have some.
I think it might be worth a sneak to see if we can get many of this. Some things that might help us down the cave.
Couldn't hurt.
We may be able to find some more hortensia in the forest.
What are we even going down there for?
Is that not where we will find themselves?
We don't know yet.
If it is where the signs leads,
We follow the path.
we follow the path.
Believe me, I don't want to go anywhere near those mushrooms.
And then what? We get all the way down there? We hopefully don't get seen by any glome at all? What? Knock on the door? Doesn't sound like you've got an awful lot of time when you're down there.
Does not sound like there is an awful lots of time up here.
Let's rest. We're tired.
Yeah, let's rest and think of something.
If the path doesn't lead us that way, then we won't have anything to worry about. Their chain of command is broken, but if they stand directly in our way, there is something to worry about.
Yeah.
Because we're going to have to go through them.
And if they are standing in our way and this is the way the path goes, then we has to be
Stealthy.
speedy and stealthy. It is a matter of time before they might stumble upon whatever lies there with the kobold.
Let's make a camp.
How did you do that?
Do what?
Yes.
Just don't worry about it.
You were there, and then you were there.
Yeah. It's a weird feeling.
I wasn't worried about it.
Never mind.
I thought you hated magic.
I do. I still hate magic. And I still don't really like that the feeling hasn't quite returned in my right hand. It's more important that I can get to you guys. So, I asked Radian for some help. And he taught me how to do it.
Really?
Yes, and he's promptly sick all over himself because he ate too many eggs, and...
I forgot about that.
Yeah. I mean, I was able to do
Almost
it.
did something cool.
I know. And then I was sick all over myself.
I thought that was kind of cool.
Being sick all over yourself.
It was funny.
Well, two different things.
But look, it did exactly what I wanted, and I was able to protect people.
I
Very
think
much
it's awesome.
I hate it. But
I get used to it.
I don't want to get used to it. Anyway, look, I'd rather rest. Still feel kind of sick.
I walks up and just the little claw pokes pokes your right hand.
Does he feel this?
Yeah, like pins and needles. It's weird. Does it always happen when people jump around?
Not with I.
First few times, maybe.
Great. Great. As if this wasn't weird enough.
I'm gonna have a little look around to see if there's anywhere that we might be able to just nice and easily, a little out of the way, settle down for a.
Well, I mean, this is a camp.
But like
Out of the way. If we can move more. We can move. We can try and move more.
The feeling I had was just if it's fine, then it's fine. But my feeling was like a place where the glome kind of knew, and did more glome already know about this, or
My intention, which I'll just make clear because I think it's fair in terms of storytelling, was that those glome who you were fighting had been coming from Haven rather than from the camp. So unless there are more behind you, it would be unlikely. But you can roll me. I'll tell you what. Roll a survival check to determine. This isn't really how it works, but let's determine how safe this camp is.
19.
19. Okay. It's possible to do better, but really, this is a good spot. You can figure out that this is like a good spot. It was like 100 yards from the path. It was dense foliage. Even when you were in the eyes of you couldn't really see much of the camp through the kind of the canopy. It's rained, which has probably covered your tracks.
In that case, then
I'm sorry.
I was gonna say I just click my fingers and use prestidigitation to relight the campfire.
Absolutely.
Can I search the glome bodies?
Yes, you may. Roll me an investigation check. Do you want to search anyone in particular?
No, Caster. Oh no, the one that was holding the halfling.
Okay.
12.
12. You find the kind of stuff that you tend to find on the glome. Very few personal effects. You find weaponry, the masks. This was a tiefling. What you do find with a 12, right, is a small package of some kind of dried plant, which you don't recognize.
Can I have a look at that?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
You know immediately that that's Hortensia.
What is it?
I believe this may be able to help us. It's Hortensia.
This would be enough. You've not heard of it being used in the way that it's being described by this orc, where it's being used almost to create a sort of antifungal barrier, if you like, between you and the mushroom. But there is an amount of Hortensia there that would allow the foreglome to have staved off the effects of a single active dose. So what I will say is there is a difference between active and passive in terms of how this works. This would give 4 people advantage on a save against any effects once, if consumed in a traditional way. Does that make sense?
Which would be what? What would the traditional way be? Tea?
That's up to you, yeah.
I like the idea that it's traditionally imbibed as a tea.
Yeah, great. Lovely. Well, you've made those tinctures already, so it implies that there's something in a liquid form that's kind of useful. So yeah, great. Great. So the tinctures that you made with Marielle would be much more of a sort of
It's more of a
concentrate.
Yeah. So that
Did you
could
bring
be
any of those?
dripped
Did you
into
bring any of those
tears.
tinctures with you?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, great. How many bottles did you? How many tinctures did you bring? Do you have it written down?
I didn't write it down. I think it was 3 or 4 though. 3 or 4 bottles of tincture.
Great.
Which, each bottle.
Let's say.
can
Let's
do
roll me a.
multiple-
Roll me a. Roll me 2d12.
Where's my other 12? There it is.
Wow.
24.
Wow.
Oh shit! Okay, great. So write that down. You have 24 tincture doses.
Oh my gosh.
And a drop of a tincture will do the same thing as a mug of tea of this traditional dried herb, which will give you advantage on saving throws to avoid the effects of somnium.
Kel, what are you holding?
It's clinking the whole way.
Oh no, all the bottles smashed. He didn't separate the bottles. They all smashed.
I've taken up metal spoon carving.
We're just sitting by the fire now. I'd like to pull Dolly aside and say, I have an idea, but you're not going to like it. It's up to you. And I didn't want to raise it in front of everyone else just in case you thought it wasn't great. But maybe there's a way we can safely make it down and no one dies.
Listening?
You stole Nox's face.
I did.
What if you take on his appearance, march us down, under his protection? You want to inspect what's going on. Things have been held up. Plans have changed.
Do you have any idea what that would be like?
That's why I'm coming to you now.
Raising my hand to remind you of a rule. Fine, I'll let you play it.
That thing that I can do wears off after a while anyway. I don't have it anymore.
What do you mean?
I mean, after a little while, his face, his skin, his memories, they slip away again. Happens every time.
So why'd you take it?
Because when I do it, I can see through their eyes for a little while. For a little while. And sometimes it's useful. It's horrible. But I know what the caves look like. I know how you find them. I thought it'd be more useful, but yeah, I can't do it again. And honestly, I don't really think I'd want to, even if I could.
I thought it was a dumb idea anyway. Shouldn't have brought it up.
No, actually, it's not a terrible idea. It's just, I told you, I don't want any part of him to touch any part of me ever again.
But you just said that you know the way through the caves.
I don't know the way through the caves. It's more a series of snapshots when I see through their eyes. It's not like I can see everything. But I saw bright light. I saw cave walls.
What kinds of light?
The mushroom. A lot of mushroom. Speaking of, are you still thinking?
I haven't made my mind up.
Raiden, how can you see what happened to those people, to him, and still be thinking of doing that?
I won't use it over a long period of time.
That's not the point.
I will use it with friends, and I will use it safely.
Dolly, somnium has been used by the Circle of Wildfire Druids for centuries. Safely, mostly.
Mostly.
I trust Cal,
Right.
but I'm not going to do it now.
Good. That makes me feel so much better.
And you'll be there to do it with me, or watch me, or... What, you'll have a lot of stories?
I have plenty of stories about Somnium if you want to hear it. About how I saw good people get corrupted, get twisted, get turned inside out, turn against their friends. Lots of stories about it.
Mm-hmm.
You saw him. You saw what he was like. You want to end up like that? Be my guest. But I'm not going to stand around and watch it happen.
That was extreme, Dolly.
Still
That
happened,
was not
didn't it?
simply addiction. That was transformation.
I know you don't understand.
No, of course. Yeah, I don't understand.
No, you do understand. You do. My experience with Somnium is very different from yours.
Look at him. Is he corrupted?
Me?
Yeah.
I suppose that depends on who you talk to, but
I'm not going to do it now.
No, later. Doesn't matter.
it could open up his memories, remind him who he is, where he is from.
Or it could go any one of any other number of ways. Do you think I'm doing this? I'm saying this to stop you from finding out who you are? Do you think I'm speaking out of concern?
I think you're doing both. You know I'm gonna do it.
And there's nothing I can say to stop you.
What I will promise you, Dolly, is that if he does, I will be there to help him.
Do whatever you want.
When have Cal and I ever done something together that has gone wrong?
Well, there was that one time.
There was never.
I really hope I won't be here saying I told you so.
As this is happening, the children have been sleeping, like curled up close to the fire. And you hear this sort of coughing as the human wakes, starts to kind of hack up like a deep, deep smoker's cough. And you can hear mucus moving in his chest. And he sort of half spits, half kind of brings up bile into the fire. And the halfling kind of wakes and tries to soothe him and reaches into like the folds of her tattered clothes. And you can see that these were clothes that, they're still children of the night moon. They're still in those kind of bright summer colors, but the clothing bears the marks of kind of squeezing through passages. The elbows, the knees, the hems of the trousers and skirts and dresses that they wear are tattered and torn. There's like scabs and dried blood on joints and on knuckles. And she kind of reaches into these tattered clothes and brings out what you see, Kel, is like the tiniest bit of dried hortensia, and kind of starts to try to sort of feed it into his mouth. And he starts to sort of shake a little, almost as if he's threatening to convulse, and she sort of whispers to him, strokes his head, tries to calm him, and eventually it subsides and he drifts back to sleep, and she sort of sits looking into the fire.
And I go over to her. I say,
Do you have more of that herb?
No, we grabbed what we could. From the stores. But I think that's as close to the last of it, really, as we have. He'll be all right. It's just... he's still getting over the worst of it.
A particular cough from that strain in those caves?
Mm-hmm. His body wants more of it. Body learns to need it.
Mm-hmm.
None of this really makes any sense, do I?
Me neither, It doesn't make any sense to me.
The idea of looking at all of this and we're still considering going into those caves doesn't make any sense to me.
I'm going to use one little thing of tincture to make a tea.
Yeah.
For the halfling to give to
Ali when he wakes.
Yeah.
Brilliant. So that's 23 doses that you have. From the tinctures, you still have 4 doses potentially that you can make from tea using the dried leaves that you found on the glome. So you have 27 doses total, 4 of which require active preparation before you can use them.
I'm gonna get up from the fire and walk away a little bit.
Roll me perception, Dolly, as you move away from the fire.
7.
What was your favourite season when you were home?
What?
Despite everything that's just been said and everything that's happened, there is a kind of comfort. There's something about Haven in that summer that is...
hazy.
Yeah. And in its own way kind of oppressive. There's something about the breeze and the dampness of the air that allows you to cool off a little quicker than you would otherwise.
Yeah, I think it's just deep breaths and feeling the coldness in our lungs. Like, after seeing someone having a hacking fit, it's like just filling her chest and just, yeah, grinding.
I think she's overreacting.
No, I think her reaction, given everything Dolly's seen and been through, is pretty fitting. We've spent God knows how long with the blight crawling through us, and now we're going to go into a cave and potentially have that crawling through us.
But we've come this far. We've seen so much, we've done so much.
Yeah, and I don't want it to end here.
It won't end here. It doesn't end here. It can't end here.
There are some really stupid risks that we've taken. You've taken. So far, there's nothing about those caves that's making any sense for us.
Are you guys trying to have this conversation quietly and decide, or?
Not really.
While I is going, I will get the body of a Parvis to themselves.
And we're going to be with you when you do.
Nothing is stopping I from doing that, or trying. And this does seems to be the way.
You just won't have time to mess around when you're down there, if you get down there. No time to try and find a way in. We don't know what we're looking for.
I think I has a better sense than you. I sees things on the road that you does not see. The way is not made for you.
You want to hope you see a welcome sign when we get down there.
I can't really read signs, but...
Kilness. That little thing around your neck. And have a look. And see how far away you are. Are you not anywhere near us?
I think we've walked off enough to be out of the fire, but I wouldn't have gone that far.
When we're all back together, maybe we can discuss it more, but do you reckon you can... Do you think you could take on Nox's form?
Really, you stupid.
Quite evidently, yes.
After everything Dolly's been through.
The answer to your question is I could try, but it is fickle.
No, really, you have to find another way.
Okay.
You can't do it to Dolly. Not after everything you've already done to Dolly.
That I've done to Dolly?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you sent one of her murder cards. What are we doing? Give her a break. You've just argued with her about whether or not you think you're going to take Somnium after everything she's been through. You sent, I don't know, some ancient, horrible spirit to try and kill her. We abandoned her in Haven and ran out, leaving her there on her own. Don't you think she's been through enough without us making her look at him again? Sometimes just enough is enough. He's dead and that's where he should stay. We have to think of something else.
Perhaps it could be reserved as a last resort.
It's a not resort. For Dolly's sake. We'll think of something else.
Please then, think of something else. Please punish me for every single time I try and come up with an idea and you say it's a bad idea. Please enlighten us with all this planning that you seem to be doing.
I think you'll find last time you had an idea I went along with it, did I not?
Yes, you did.
Yeah, and I don't think I complained about it either.
I don't see why. Every time we are faced with a small hurdle, we end up arguing. I'm offering ideas. I don't need every single person coming down my neck every single time I come up with something. Please offer something else.
This is just different. It's just... Just think about how Dolly feels.
And I accept that. But every time I do something, I don't need one of you saying, this is a terrible idea. Please, Radian, you're an awful person for doing it. I'm sorry. We all think differently. I think we need to figure out a way of working together. And yes, my methods are unorthodox, and I'm sorry that sometimes I don't have the empathy required, the understanding required. I haven't lived a life in the same way that you have. I haven't experienced the thing that Dolly has experienced. I've experienced other things. And I'm trying to learn.
Then let me teach you. Dolly doesn't want to see Nox again.
Then I won't bring it up.
That's it then.
By the way, I'm not angry at anyone. I'm feeling like we're getting some good stuff done here, and
I have to say, Radian, this is a side of you that I don't believe we've ever seen.
I'm a fast learner, ish. If it makes Dolly feel better, I won't take somnium. I won't do it. But please be noted that I want to. I think it might help me. I think it might be a good idea. You think differently, probably. And if you think you know better than me, then I will listen to you.
I don't think anyone knows better, but just she's worried about you.
I will be fine.
I thought you said you were a fast learner.
I'm here now, aren't I?
Despite every effort you've made, yeah.
You're doing that thing again.
Yes.
Doing that thing where I say stuff and you get spiky at me.
That's because you keep saying stuff.
I'm not trying to attack you, Elowen.
I don't think you are. But you're so desperate to not look after yourself.
To be honest, Elowen,
Careful.
well, he has been better about that lately, hasn't he?
Maybe.
I do want to hear a plan, though, if you've got a better one. And I'm not saying that in a I don't know what you say, a passive-aggressive way. If you've got a plan.
I just wish I knew more. We need to know more.
There is a way we knows more. We goes. We sits, we talks, we wastes time, we says we does and has. We argues. I don't understand why yous all argues all the times. What is good for the tribe is the way. But right now I is saying I needs to go. We rests. I is going and I hopes you is coming too.
I'm with you, Little Scale.
We're all going. We just need to make sure we're taking the right path. Because I think on this one we're getting one shot.
I don't know if I likes themself, but I thinks themself is probably a bit more clever than the glome. And I likes to think there might be something that I might see. That might be for I. That might help us.
Themself is also where we will find answers. And we need some answers.
And I also likes the idea, if we cans, of making a bit of a mess of the Glomes' plans.
I was just about to say, we could have some fun down there too.
We need to stop them doing whatever they did to Lode, to Baroon. That's for sure.
I would like to kill quite a few, if that is okay with you.
You're more than okay with me. I just don't want us to end up like them.
We won't.
We hope.
Like I said earlier, we're special.
But we're not invincible. There's a big difference.
We're not going to die here. We're not going to die there. We may die somewhere else. I may go down and I'll look like I'm dead for a period of time, but one of you's going to bring me back up and that'll be really cool.
Okay.
But we're not going to die there.
We might not even be seen there.
guess we have to figure it out.
I trust you, I.
Then I is sorry about what I did earlier with the apple.
What did you do with the apple?
Nothing is fine. I trust you too.
Just spat.
I'm having a lovely time.
I think we should get some sleep.
Yes, I was going to say, I didn't want to be too, I does not know what the words would be for it in your, but sometimes when we had the hatchlings and they was grumpy, we might just say, sleep is probably good.
It's a good saying.
I think it's yeah, it sounds better in kobold.
Say it in kobold to you say it in kobold to Kel, and Kel, even though your kobold draconic isn't great, it is like one of those really profound in another language, but slightly untranslatable into the common tongue.
It's basically just like, it's essentially like sleep is a salve for the soul. It's like a nice bit of it. Some sort of like nice
Sleep
little-
is probably good.
You just hear Cal go.
So true. So true.
Well, I'll take first watch.
I'll take the second watch.
I'll wake you up in a bit.
So you gather round this small fire with those already sleeping children of the Midnight Moon who've escaped the caves, and you get some rest. Elwyn is going to take first watch, so roll me a perception check, please, for the first watch.
It is 14.
14. It passes without incident. At various points, the rain kicks in and then subsides. It's never really heavy downpours. But what you're really aware of suddenly is the smell of the forest, the smell of the earth, and the way that the kind of the sweetness of the kind of strange, sickly sweetness of windfall fruit that's rotting on the floor, and that freshness that comes from rain hitting wild herbs and throwing sort of aromas into the air. But you don't hear anyone arriving or leaving. You're not aware of movement on the road as far as you are from that road. Second watch. Anyone want to take another watch? Rads. A fully rested Radio Gumi.
Yeah.
Roll me perception.
What's a radio gumi?
It's French for like rubber, like eraser.
It's not great, it's a 10.
It's 10. You are thinking about your conversation with Dolly. And as you listen to the irregular drip of rain on leaves and the ground, your mind kind of wanders. It almost becomes like a white noise that you tune out and you move into something different. And you think about Kel's stories of Somnium and what it did for him. You think about the children of the Midnight Moon that you saw afflicted by it. You think also of Celandine, who clearly will have taken it and seems among the most competent people you've met in the forest. You think of Nox and what it did to him. And you think of Dolly and of the esteem you hold her in and how frightened she seems. But whether or not that fear has any impact on you is entirely up to you.
Go into my little book, and I pull out the little note that I wrote to Dolly, and I tear it out, and then I go over to where she's sleeping, and I just... Should I tear it out now? You won't be able to read it because it's got really bad handwriting.
It's great. You wrote it in character.
Yeah. Here you go.
Send that across.
Did you actually write this?
Yeah.
Oh.
He's read it before.
You can't read it yet.
Can't read it yet. You're not awake.
Sleep.
That's right, of course.
Verisimilitude.
Jeez, sorry.
And I add, sorry about the handwriting.
I'm in character.
I'm not very good at this.
And that watch too passes without incident. And the sun begins to rise. A red sky, shepherds take warning, etc. There'll be rain today. But there's a crispness to the air that is quite invigorating. You wake up a little chilly for the first time since you were in Alvelian. You wake up realizing that in the night you have reached almost subconsciously or in a semi-sleeping state for your packs and have sort of got traveling cloaks out and wrapped them round you or blankets. And the fire by now has burned to embers and offers little warmth. I'll take the liberty and say that I wakes first.
You were still with me. You were still with I.
And it's as simple as that.
Yeah, it's truly as simple as that. No need to complicate it. I would like to send you up into the sky.
Forever.
Forever. Goodbye, you.
I send him 101 feet up, out of my control, and I say, be free.
And just sort of be doing some...
Little lazy loops.
Lazy loops.
You can roll a perception check through Yu's eyes if you want to walk.
14.
14. There aren't really roads.
Okay.
You know? What you can see is you can see that there is a path, more like a desire line than a road, you know, where enough people have chosen that path through the forest over time that it's become more trampled.
Desire line.
Yeah.
I would like to put my pack down by the fire.
Yep.
Take one of my daggers, just place it on top.
Yep.
And I is just gonna click his heels. And I would like to just make my way back to the symbol, the last symbol I saw.
Yes.
And I is thinking, well, if everyone's worried, if there's a conversation about fear of what lies ahead, I would like to, within reason, do a speed trace as far as up as I think, to do a little sort of trace forward to check the initial part of the journey.
What I'll allow, what I think is fair in terms of the time it would take is to allow you to do the equivalent of the next hour of the journey, which you can do in half an hour and half an hour back. So you can be gone for an hour.
Great.
So if it's 7 o'clock in the morning, you'll be back by 8 o'clock.
Yep.
Roll me perception check. Just a kind of generic perception. That one?
Yeah, that one.
The only thing that you're able to you
The wrong way.
you can't miss the
gets lost.
the kobold sun. Yeah. You find yourself back in Alvelia. He did it, guys. He did it. He got so lost. He's in the Feywild. He crossed the Alanites by mistake. There's an opening episode.
Where is everybody?
Oh no. You can't miss the symbols in that sort of speak to you as a kobold.
Okay.
But what you realise is in your eagerness to follow them, you haven't taken in anything else about the trail other than
the direction of the trail.
You only kind of realise that once you're starting eagerly to head back, to be like, don't worry, I know that the trail that's been left is in this direction. That it occurs to you, you haven't gone off that trail. You weren't listening for noises. You weren't checking for camps or looking out for the smell of smoke. You were just absolutely tunnel vision, hyper focused on the idea of those symbols.
I don't know, this might make absolutely zero difference to you at all going forward, and you might not even be considering this in any way, but is it possible that it might speed up our first part of the journey now that I at least know a good portion of
You know where to go.
Yeah.
You know where to go. You don't know if it's, but you don't ultimately know if it's safe for a group.
Yeah, but
you would know where to go.
Going forward, I can at least be like, don't worry, guys, I know this part of the trail.
Within reason, it was also an @1.
Yes, yeah, okay.
So, yeah.
Cool.
I would say you can probably take half an hour off the journey.
Yeah.
But you don't know if it's a good route.
Yeah.
You just know it's the most direct.
Yeah.
So as the rest of you are kind of breaking camp, I appears.
Did anyone wakes up earlier? Or
I've been awake the whole time.
Oh yeah, Radian would have seen you.
Yeah.
Scout the road ahead.
What have you seen, little Gale?
Now that you say it, I realized I did not actually see as much, and I did not pay much attention. I was quite busy thinking about following the little signs, and so now as I realized, not a lot, but I can know roughly where the directions we is going for the first bits, so that's... I didn't want anyone to worry I was off on my own.
So you've successfully come back to tell us that you can continue to see the symbols that you've always been able to see that have always led the way.
But I at least know some of the way now.
By following the symbols that you can see.
But it's at least a little bit quicker than I was. The plans was that I would maybe hopefully see if the trail was safe, but I was a little bit, again, I don't really know how it might be said in your tongue, but I was, nose sniffing along the floor, not looking up.
Cool, so we can go towards danger quicker.
This is what we is doing generally anyways, it's not?
Cool, great.
The three children of the Midnight Moon have woken and are sort of rousing themselves. You see that the Mish, the halfling, prepares a tea for Ali, and he looks. He starts to have a sort of one of his coughing fits, and she sort of hands him this tea, and you can see in him that it's sort of soothing something and quelling something. And he sits there. They will have learned by now to preserve their energy and not to act too quickly. But he finishes the tea. The orc, who's called Uriah, disappears into the undergrowth, comes back with, some autumnal fruits and some nuts, and they're sort of snacking on those, trying to build up some strength for the journey. And then the halfling and the orc stand and they look sort of nervously at Ali, offer their hands if you need support. And he says, I think I'm all right. And he puts her hand into the damp ground and supports himself and stands. And you see that he's like 6'5". He's a really, really big guy. I think I'm feeling a little better today. Things feel a little less hazy.
Well, you've got a fair walk back to Haven, so if there's any morning to wake up feeling a little bit better, this is probably your one.
Lots of time in which to do it as well.
Yeah.
I walks up to the pack, takes the dagger off the top. Can I just sneak up behind Elwyn? Can I try?
You can try.
I mean, it's an at 1.
So no. So you see, that eye is normally so eye is so unbelievably stealthy, and you see him adopt like the Pink Panther or Scooby-Doo style sneak pose. 1 foot poised, hovering, both hands for some reason bent. I don't know why that was sneaky in the 80s and 90s.
Can I help you?
Holds out your hand.
Okay.
She does.
And I just, holding his dagger, just does a little, boop, like little poke on the right hand.
Yes, look, it's back, okay?
Okay, good. Just wanted to be sure because it's important to be able to feel.
You're just gonna stab me without me knowing?
No, just a little push with it.
Just pushing into your flesh.
Just a push.
Good.
Just a push.
Was a one-handed full force push.
Oh, it's just a
you're
gentle
okay.
nudge.
I don't know. I think maybe I've got some troubles, but
Kel's just giggling, watching this.
I will figure them out. I think I just need some answers, but until then, it was meant with care.
I'm sure it was.
Anyone else?
The children of Midnight Moon hide behind you. Including 6'5" Ali.
Are they hiding?
Well, they're not keen on the idea of being pushed.
I'll do it.
Oh, you was
Yeah.
having.
And I just goes up and just does a little poke with the blade.
See? Not scary.
It's just a little.
No, but
it's a
ultimately
little.
unnecessary. I don't see what to gain, really.
I think we all learned something.
Yeah, we did.
We learned to not let you poke us.
Admittedly, I probably could have chosen maybe like a twig or something.
You also could have just asked. You could have just asked.
This is a good point.
It was fun watching you try to sneak up on her, though.
Sneak is a strong word for what I tried to do.
I don't understand how you saw me, really.
Actually, you're usually really good at this.
I know, something feels a bit weird. I don't know.
What do you mean?
I feels like... What is the phrase that's used? Says that, I feels like my heads is outside of the organized fun.
It's okay to not be okay.
The things that you play.
Mind games.
My head is outside the mind games.
Weirdly more confusing than what you first said. Look, you've not had a good morning. It's fine. But
I was trying to do a good thing for.
We don't need to rush everywhere,
I has the dead body of an antiqua to give to my god. I think size maybe just I needs to just does
All
this.
the more reason to not rush.
But what if the body is not in a way that I can show to themselves?
The body will be fine. But the last thing we want is you dead, or that body just not to make it at all. Believe me, I know I rush into all these scenarios. I do it far too much, but as I said earlier, I'm trying to learn.
I would also say probably we would not have been as far as we are if you had not done it. So sometimes is the right thing is not always the wrong thing.
I think what I'm trying to convey is that all of us are responsible for getting us as far as we are. I rush in, I fall down, you guys pick me up. That's the way that works.
I want you to know that I likes the way your brain thinks.
I think when I first met you, my brain wasn't really working at all.
I did think that at the time, yes. I had my thoughts, but I then realized that is just a different but same way of thinkings.
Put it like this. The way you acted in Haven when you were angry. You're not like that all the time.
No.
And why is that?
Because it's not good for the tribe.
Because you learned. Because you knew not to do it. Because you'd lived a life, you'd made mistakes, and you learned not to do it. The problem is I don't have those experiences. My mind isn't the same as yours. All I have are those feelings.
Once I would have thought that was a bad thing, but now I think this is also a good thing. So...
Maybe, but I'm learning. I'm learning not to be so impulsive. I'm learning not to act on emotion.
You just let me poke you in the hand with a knife.
Yes. Not because I wanted to, but because I saw that they were scared and I thought that maybe make them feel better.
And that is where we is alike. I really does think we needs to get on the road.
Don't you need to summon that bird?
No, you is there.
And you just comes flying down.
We should probably go as well. Good luck.
When you get back to Haven, give Celadine our best.
Oh, we will?
Yeah.
And go see Mariella.
Oh, yes, very well.
And don't ask about Azrael.
Oh, no. Well, I'm looking forward to sharing it
Yes.
with him again.
So,
A great man.
Has a nice
Cat,
time.
Ali, a great man.
has a good time with Azrael.
And they look at Mish the halfling. It'll be good to see your husband again.
Just had to go and make things so complicated.
I waited a long time to see his face.
We should go. Yeah, we should go.
Walking back into summer, she
Yeah.
says wistfully.
You know what? I have the feeling we need to actually run toward these caves. We should go.
As she reaches her hand out to I. It was good to meet you. I shall tell him many stories of your kindness.
Thank you.
And they start to pick their way through the
Maybe we should kill her. To save her the pain.
and you break camp, you put your things in your packs, and you start to I takes you to where he found the trail. And you follow that trail. Roll me perception checks as you make your way down this first bit.
Gosh, we are moving incrementally, maybe about half an hour quicker than we normally
I knew you
Relatively
would
over half a
appreciate
day's travel. We seem to be around 10 minutes quicker
What are we
per
rolling?
5 hour.
What are we rolling?
Perception.
Ah, lovely.
Dolly?
20.
20. Why do I fucking bother?
It's like you just blue screened at the table.
Not anymore. They are retiring that. There you go.
Dirty 20.
11.
11.
9.
14.
14.
We're rolling it flat.
You fit a fucking
Darling,
perception
yes.
check. Roll a perception check.
It was a 10.
Yeah, you're same as me, but I had a
you have to
modifier.
add your
Is
perception.
the modifier?
No, I had your
14.
Right, we both got
What
14
just happened?
then.
You all right?
What just happened?
No, he's...
You really did just blue screen.
He had a
I'm just feeling
brain
really,
fart.
honestly, I'm feeling really, really bad for Azrael's wife.
Oh, he's fine.
You're the one with your wits about you by far the most, Dolly. And the first hour of this journey takes you through really, really thick forest. There are a few signs that this road has been taken before, this at least route has been taken before, but they're few and far between. The odd trampled bramble or where maybe a
little kobold.
Pardon?
Little kobold.
Yeah, maybe where a little kobold has been running, staring up, looking for runes. But after a time, you join what does feel much more like an informal but well-trodden road. And it's this road down which you walk for the next few hours. And you can see through the trees a distant ridge. And then you reach the edge of as you walk towards it, you realize that the edge of the tree line near where you are is kind of getting closer and closer, and there's nothing beyond it. And it dips as you reach the edge of this tree line. The road dips into a valley. And you see for the first time a felled section of forest. These stumps that are darkened by rain, they look like they're beginning to soften. There's perhaps 100 yards of stumps and fallen trees. And then at that far ridge, trees on the top of it, you can see in between the felled trees and that ridge, a cluster of buildings. Some hastily constructed shelters, others more permanent structures with thatched roofs, stone walls. Everyone roll me perception checks.
15.
23.
23.
27.
27. 7.
11.
11. Everyone other than I and Dolly. What you see is moving between these buildings figures. What the rest of you see is there are two distinct parties within these figures. There are the bright colours of the children of the midnight moon. Then there are the dark cloaks and the masks of the glome glinting as it catches the autumn sunlight. And that's where we'll end our session. Whoa.
I was just about to cast Call Lightning on them all.
You can next time, baby.
Kick their
Just on the
butts.
children, though, right? Just on the children.
Oh,
Thank you ever so much for joining us for our, let me turn something slightly less ominous on. Thank you ever so much for joining us for episode 34 of our adventures in the world of Reliquia. We are about to unpack this surprisingly roleplay heavy and emotion episode, which I certainly have some thoughts on and have very much enjoyed. We're going to go and unpack that over on Action Surge, which is our post-show. If you want to watch that, well, I'm afraid you're going to have to wait a whole week. Patience is a virtue is a grace, etc. And it's going to be next Tuesday when that comes out, unless
I don't want to wait a whole week, Harry.
But Doug, there is
Another way.
There is a desire line through this forest.
Is there?
There is.
Because I would do almost anything to watch Action Surge right now.
That wouldn't. You wouldn't even need to do almost anything. You just need to subscribe to our Patreon, patreon.com/natural6. And do you know what you'd get?
You did last night.
Which I did last night.
Oh,
the
yeah,
first
that's
time. But do you know what you'd get, Doug, if you did that? You'd get Action Surge right Now, right now. You
Now.
could go and you could watch it now, honey.
I can watch it now.
Yeah, bring it up, bring it up.
I'll leave it. Now would be rude.
Well, I'm still doing the outro, so it would be rude.
Yeah.
But if you would like to be more like Doug, and frankly, who wouldn't, you could go over to our Patreon, patreon.com/natural6, and you could become a member of our Patreon.
and be like me.
What are they doing?
Be more Doug.
It's like episode like 34.
34.
I don't want to commit. I don't want to commit to a
Can
number.
you smell burnt
What are you
toast?
doing?
Yeah.
What are you doing? You've watched all of this
100
for free.
hours.
For free.
Free.
And you
For
don't,
free.
in your committee,
You
you don't
saucy
want to give us
sots.
money. The least you can do is give us money.
At least you can. And also, legally, the most you can do is give us some money to help us keep the lights on at Natural 6
not
Hours.
true.
It's not just the lights,
No,
it's the pastries as well. You know,
We did have some nice pastries.
We
this
did some
morning.
nice pastries.
Yeah.
We had a
Pastries.
Biscoff sort of thing. Thanks very much for
Thank
joining
you,
us.
Biscoff Claw.
We will see you very soon for more adventures in the world of reliquia. Bye, everybody.